Good morning, gearheads. We got a good one for you today. So many morons, idiots, and imbeciles, my head is spinning. Make sure you go to blindmike.net for everything Blind Mike, including Why Are You Laughing? Also, turn on gifted subscriptions and buy your neighbor a gifted sub. Great content from Blind Mike on that membership channel. All right, folks, unzip and grab what you need to hold on to. Here is your host, a commentator's commentator, a man so funny he's going to have to do a Why Are You Laughing episode on himself. Blind Mike Geary.
Haven't heard from Jerry in a while.
I really enjoyed that Why Are You Laughing line.
I like that, yeah. It made me feel good. Thank you, Casey, or HACKRIDE, or whoever does that. Good to have Jerry back. We're allowed to do the show today, Craig?
Yeah, I couldn't get hammered with my kids around, you know?
No, good. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Craig canceled the Richard Ojeda drinking game.
I had to be a responsible dad.
At the last hour. I tried to get Cardiff Electric involved, but Craig said, no. Craig said, I really want to do it. And I said, oh, good. Well, next week it'll be extra timely. No one will be sick of election coverage then.
It's Ojeda election coverage. No one will ever be sick of it.
I understand, yeah. Yeah, so we will. If you want to get on the pay, if you want to become a member, I guess YouTube members can watch too, right? We'll figure that out.
Oh, definitely, yep.
Yeah. Yep. So you want to become a member on Patreon or YouTube. This Friday, maybe?
Yes, that works.
Okay. I think this Friday, probably. We'll let you know later in the week. But this Friday, we should be playing the Richard Ojeda drinking game. I have some rules laid out where we will drink every time he says...
Anything?
There's a lot. The man has a lot of crutches.
Yes, he does.
So I'm wondering now, if we're doing it a week later, should we do... I gotta say, I think we get subdued Richard around the election, whereas I think this week he might be a little more fired up.
Yeah, we'll have to take a peek.
So I don't know. I might have to peruse which Richard is the best Richard, because I want him in curb stomping mode.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Which we do have. There's a little bit of Richard involved in our show today, so we'll get to him later. But
almost like everything he said he's changed about himself was a lie.
So, yeah, if you guys want to play the Richard Ojeda drinking game with us, we'll all die by Saturday. Based on the rules I have, there's no chance we make it out. There's no chance we make it to the second episode.
Do you want me to read it out loud?
Yeah, you have them in front of you?
I can grab them. You sent them to me and
Yes.
HACKRIDE there.
Yes. Yeah, the rules are that we drink every time what is said.
Drink every time Richard says. That's a fact.
Yep.
Fuck. I mean, that should just be it.
That should be the game.
That should be the game.
Yeah.
Make no mistake about it.
Yep.
I don't give two shits.
Yep, that's a good one. I'm proud of myself for remembering that one.
Yeah. Jackaloon.
Yeah, of course.
Absolute moron.
Yep.
Marjorie the Trainwreck Green.
Yeah. Marge the Trainwreck Green. He shortens it a little bit, yeah.
What if he says Marjorie the Trainwreck Green?
He doesn't. Don't worry about it.
This is my favorite rule. Finish your beer if he threatens to curb stomp.
It's rare, so that has to be that's a celebration if he gets to that point.
Yep. And then you a couple days later went more drink triggers.
Yeah.
Poorly educated.
Yep. That's a big
or
one.
Richard personally insults a politician.
I mean, that's gonna demolish us.
Yeah. And mentioning physical violence.
Yeah. There's one episode I saw where it is right out of the gate. So
yeah.
So yeah, that'll be fun for you guys. So if you're not doing anything Friday night, maybe we will play the Richard Ojeda drinking game. The whole family will be involved, I think, if they all want to. So that'll be fun. If you want to become a member, play along with us.
And also, this chat will be directed to a after show programming. Automatic.
Yes, and I'll be on, I think.
Yes.
Yes, I will be on for a little bit. I don't know how long I can stick around, but I have a segment I want to discuss with HACKRIDE and ELECTRA. David Collins has been wronged.
Yes, he has.
There's a guy going after David. By the way, drive time David Collins. is a net negative for the Blind Mike Project channel so far.
There-
We lost subscribers while David was on.
For real?
Yes.
Oh man.
So people are fleeing the channel. So I do want to get to 10,000 by the end of the year. David has made that difficult for us. So come on back, gang. You can ignore David's shows if you want. But I recommend you watch David Collins' 30-minute half-hour show Wednesday mornings at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time. But David had a guest on who is now calling clubs to have them not work with David Collins.
Is that that guy?
Yes.
Oh, what a
That
loser.
guy is like calling like bookers and stuff and telling him to cancel on David.
And we might have to do. We have to get Whale Team 6 involved in this.
I hope that's true, by the way.
That he's doing that?
Well, no, I don't hope it's true, but I'm saying I hope I'm not falling for a Jerry prank of some kind. You know,
He is. You know.
if I go off on this guy and he's like, "Well, actually, we've settled our differences."
Actually, he's the nicest guy on the
Thanks,
internet.
thanks, David. But yeah, we'll get to him on. Well, I'll be on with HACKRIDE and ELECTRA. No, Casey and ELECTRA. after this.
HACKRIDE. When you said the thing about David losing subscribers, he goes, "Been there, David." That's very funny.
I like to bring in people who repel subscribers.
If you go look at all the old podcast reviews, it's mostly like, "I like the show, but that fucking Craig's gotta go."
Yes, only the old reviews say that.
Well, mostly the old.
No new person has ever thought that.
Well, now I get some of both. Before it was just straight hate, so like I get it too. We're all in the same boat.
Is speaking of all this promotion for everyone, is Very Good Show gonna react to the election?
Tomorrow night, I believe.
That's exciting. I'm sure you guys will have a unique perspective on it.
Yeah, I heard Shane Gillis call this version of Trump T2, and I thought that was perfect.
I like that. Well, we'll get to people who have reacted to the election. But first, I do want to tell you guys to go to j37shop.com. Our good buddy, Joe in Virginia, has an eBay store, basically, where he updates it every day. He claims he updates it every day. Frankly, I don't believe him. So the mission I'm sending the gearheads on is go to j37shop.com every day and make sure this guy isn't lying to me, that he is refreshing this page with all kinds of new products, things you didn't even know you wanted or needed. Collectibles, electronics, video games, all kinds of fun stuff. So check out j37shop.com, and if you use my name at checkout, Blind Mike, one word, then you get 10% off your order. So go to j37shop.com. You're supporting this program. You're supporting a good gearhead, my friend Joe in Virginia, one of the Havre de Grace 6. And you're helping j37shop.com hit their goal, which is always very exciting. Really, even if you don't need anything from j37shop.com, just understand that you're contributing to a goal by purchasing something and using the code BLINDMIKE at checkout. So j37shop.com, we appreciate you guys. Thank you.
You're the best.
Well, they really are. And all right, you want to get into some brief election coverage. I know people have discussed it. There's a lot of great breakdowns of all of the antics that happen on social media and podcasts throughout the week. But there's one man who snuck under the radar, because he saved his meltdown for the last 15 seconds of his show.
Yeah.
Thanks to my friend Lieutenant Kirk for tipping me off to this. He's our Marc Maron correspondent.
He really has been for years at this point.
Yes, he follows Marc Maron very diligently. He knows when he's having a meltdown on Instagram Live and blaming Dave Chappelle for all the world's problems. But on this episode of WTF with Marc Maron, who's the guest on this?
Robbie Hoffman.
Robbie Hoffman. I'm not. Oh, that's right. I'm not familiar. It was a female, I believe, but the name did not ring a bell to me. So the Robbie Hoffman episode comes out earlier this week after the election, and there's an ad read at the end of the program, and often Mark ends with a guitar riff or some sort of final thought, and this is how he ended his podcast this week.
Once again, this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. What comes to mind when you hear the word gratitude? Maybe it's a daily practice you have, or maybe it feels hard to be grateful right now. Yes. Don't forget to give yourself some thanks by investing in your well-being. BetterHelp is the largest online therapy provider in the world, connecting you to qualified professionals via phone, video, or message chat. Let the gratitude flow. Visit BetterHelp.com to learn more and save 10% off your first month.
All right.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com. And a reminder before we go, this podcast is hosted by Acast.
Nice.
And I don't think we're going to do any guitar. No guitar today. Just
What?
Here, I'll give you something else. Fuck! 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 You fucks! Fuck this shit! Fucking
A genius comedic mind.
fuck!
Sounds authentic.
Fuck it!
He's still going.
God fucking damn! Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck!
Yeah, rewind a little, Craig. You are right. This is good. I'm surprised he doesn't get more acting roles.
Or acting.
This is very good. This feels like a guy. Mark is in character now. Imagine I'm really angry about the election, and it really affects my life. Like I'm not a millionaire that won't notice who the fuck the president is.
And I don't think we're gonna do any guitar. No guitar today. Just here, I'll give you something else.
Hold on. Do you hear youngsters around the country scream? No, Mark! Don't take that gift away from. Not in these times.
He's reacting like he stubbed his toe without stubbing anything.
Mark, we need your guitar now more than ever. What else will heal the nation?
Fuck!
I would say,
Fuck!
I would say, Mark, actually, you should always end your show with your comedic take. Because I genuinely think like Marc Maron's a funny guy. So in my mind, I would say end your show with your comedic genius rather than your stupid guitar riffs that no one cares about. You can kind of play guitar. We got it, Mark. I say end with a final thought that'll, bring the... And then I hear this and I'm like, oh, never mind. Actually, don't do that.
God fucking damn!
We don't even... There's nothing to embellish or exaggerate here. That is what he's doing. Listen to this.
Fuck! You fucks! Fuck this shit! Fucking fuckers! Fuck! Fuck it! God fucking damn! Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck!
How do I reach these kids?
How do I reach these? I need Coach HP to help this guy.
Yes, he needs a little positivity in his life. Was that the end of it?
No.
Oh, good. There's more. Well, maybe he expands.
Fucking
I rewound a little bit. Sorry.
fuck! Fuck it! God fucking damn! Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck!
Do you think in Mark's mind we're supposed to be thinking like, wow, what does he mean by that?
Fuck!
Yeah.
Boomer lives. Monkey, LaFonda, cat angels everywhere.
Wow,
That was it.
that's really deep stuff, man.
Fuck
You
it.
You see when he says, I don't know if you got, this is a genuine question Craig asked me before the show. He goes, do you think he's reacting to the election?
No, I said, is that actually what his reaction
I said, yes, Craig. I don't think he lost a bet on the Dolphins.
Like if this was him live streaming himself as they called Wisconsin, sure. But like, what the fuck is this?
It's a phony thing. And what's sad about the whole Maron thing? Because like I said, when we played the clips of him with Bobby Lee, he's actually like enjoyable when he's shitting on people. You know,
Yeah.
like bitter Mark can be funny, but not when it's like this. And what he's really mad about, he's not mad about the state of this nation. Or the death of democracy, or whatever he thinks this is. What he's mad about is that Joe Rogan had an impact on this election and he didn't. And what I would say to Maron is like,
I didn't even think of that angle.
of course it is. Because Joe Rogan and fucking Theo Vaughn got thanked during the acceptance, whatever the fuck he called Trump's
He hates
speech.
Taylor Lewan now.
Yes, yeah, that was Will Compton. That was directed at you. Andrew Schultz and whoever the other guy they keep mentioning, Addison Ross or whatever his name is, Aiden Ross.
If I forgot that I had an ottoman in the middle of my living room and stubbed my toe on the wood leg, I would
Yes.
sound exactly like that.
Yeah, well, it turns out you'd be healing the nation by doing that, and we would all go, "Oh, interesting. I never thought of it that way, Mark."
I didn't even think of that.
I would say to Marin, like, did you have Kamala Harris on? You could have. You had Obama on. You know, like
He probably would have been like, "Go there."
I bet. I don't know if Kamala would have done it actually.
You don't think? She can't talk to anybody.
I don't know if she was really willing to do Rogan for an hour or 45 minutes or whatever she agreed to. Then why not do Marin? Because it's not like he's gonna ask her tough questions. I just think, and she did Alex Cooper's show, right? It's not like
Yeah, but
difficult than that.
She said Rogan for 45 minutes because she can kind of deflect for that long before he's like, "Are you going to answer a fuck?"
Well, Marin does about an hour.
Yeah, but he's not going to ask her a question she doesn't want.
No, right? No, what I'm saying is Kamala would have done it.
Yes.
So
yes.
Marin, if you want to be this dialogue set, like if you're so jealous that Rogan and his trash fans have taken over the country, why aren't you on YouTube? Like, why aren't you more influential? Like, it's your fault, Mark. I think you do a good podcast. I use a lot of his clips for Why Are You Laughing? I think he's a very good interviewer.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just be more influential. What can I tell you? I don't know. Why are you so bitter and angry? And that is such a childish reaction where it's like, this guy was on Air America. And if you wonder why his political show failed, it's probably shit like that. Like, he doesn't add real insight. Like, say what you want about Rogan. He's not as smart as he thinks he is. I think he can be easily convinced of certain stuff. He doesn't get jokes, as we've talked about in this show.
That's his biggest problem, yeah.
Rogan has his flaws, but you can be angry about that, Mark, or you can do the equivalent on the left. Like, what's stopping you from doing that? Mark is the same age. He started podcasting at the same time. He had a head start. His podcast was, at a time, bigger than Rogan's.
Yes.
And he's not squandered that. His podcast is still very successful. We got to hear all those good ad reads that he saved for the end of the show. I don't know if anyone heard that. Because like I said, our boy Lieutenant Kirk tipped me off to it. If not for that, I wouldn't know that existed.
He's that much of an insider. He's like, I need to hear this to the very end.
Yes. Nah, I can't let Mike down. It's possible the last 12 seconds are good. He does that every week. And this week he was like, I knew it.
God, fuck.
Yeah. So I got, if you want like good election reaction, I would listen to Tim Dillon's show this week from a comedian, where he basically addressed a lot of the comics like Marc Maron that are blaming comedy. No, on the Tim Dillon show.
I was like, I'm in the middle of that one. No,
he did a election analysis episode, and he basically broke it down. Whatever side you're on, I would say listen to Tim Dillon, because I'm not going to play that Corinne Fisher clip.
Okay,
we get it, you know.
Yeah,
but it's another comedian like talking down to us, and it's like that's why I loved Bernie Sanders' tweet, where it's like, do you see now that like talking down to everyone and calling them morons isn't working?
Bernie Sanders fucking.
I would have voted for, if we were like, hey, we're restarting the election, I would have voted for Bernie that day, just based on that tweet. I was like, that I like.
I wouldn't have, but I respect that tweet.
I know you wouldn't have, but like, that's the problem, is people like Marc Maron going, you're all fucking idiots. Oh, what? You're all morons. Instead of just examining, well, why is Oakland, as Tim Dillon said, why is Oakland voting for Donald Trump?
You know what? My favorite part is that Trump won the popular vote, because now they can't even use that. Just like most of the country are fucking idiots.
Yeah. So it was funny to see a lot of the meltdown. I think Corinne Fisher did a video where she's like, so I guess men just hate women. And it's like, well, no, because even if you care about women also pay taxes and invest in stocks, you know? Just running on one issue maybe wasn't the smartest thing. But
oh, yeah, abortion? Yeah. You know, everyone wants that.
No, but I would say to Marc Maron, keep talking down and calling everyone dumber than you. And that, I think, will be pretty inclusive. And next time people will probably be like, oh, I guess I was dumb. Now I'll switch. But yeah.
That'd be, I hope that swings someone and they're like listening like, oh shit, I'm sorry.
Can we get one or two Maron fucks in the outro?
Yeah, I don't know if that's, we might be demonetized already for playing that, so I don't know if that's.
Oh really? Nah, never
oh
mind.
yeah, I mean that was within 10 minutes, I think.
All right, well whatever.
I can. I do have a nice Nice shiny new intro with new drops for today too.
That's exciting, folks. Stick around to the end, no?
Yeah. Who knows? I should put that at the last 10 seconds. The fucks.
Yeah. So that's our big election coverage this week. Is the last 10 seconds of Marc Maron's podcast. We actually do. Another couple gentlemen do get into the election as we go along here, but we'll move on to something. My friend Tom Segura, a video of his also popped up.
Was this his page?
No.
Okay.
This is
I'll be less harsh.
Teddy Boldasari or something.
Okay.
So I've never gotten a recommendation on YouTube. My YouTube algorithm was at work this week, and I've never gotten a recommendation for a video about watches or this Teddy Boldasari's channel. I don't really get suggestions about Tom Segura unless it's from like Too Lazy to Try or Podcast Cringe. I don't get a lot of Your Mom's House or Two Bears suggestions or anything. But this week, for some reason, my algorithm said, "Hey, Mike, I want to check this out here." It was as if they were goading me into talking about Tom Segura, because I said, well, all right, what, Tom Segura shopping for watches. Oh, perhaps this is a sketch he did mocking the fact that his audience calls him unrelatable. That's probably what this is, I said, because there's no way he is just in earnest shopping for watches on YouTube.
I will say,
and making no jokes about it, by the way.
Right. I will say it is different knowing this is not his channel though. A little different.
Sure. Yeah, I guess he didn't post it himself. He knows cameras were on.
The last clip though is the damning one, I think, where you're gonna have fun.
It's all tough. So buckle in. If you guys thought Tom Segura didn't relate to his audience, I'm about to change your minds completely. This is the common man. When I found Completely Normal, the first special of his I listened to,
so good.
I said, this is the same guy. To this day, he's the exact same. He's never changed, even for a moment, when I watched this video. I said, just as funny as ever, and really relates to his audience. So let's see Tom Segura shopping for watches.
So you guys know I love helping people out with their watch collection. And today we have an honor to help out world-renowned comedian, Tom Segura.
Hey.
Tom, thanks for stopping in, man.
Hey,
nice
buddy.
It's the watch guy here.
Hey, I do speak Spanish, so I can do that.
You're a longtime fan. So you're into watches.
Yes,
You're into watches.
yes.
I've noticed a lot of comedians into watches, but you're probably somebody that stands out the most.
Really?
Wearing really cool stuff, too.
Oh, man, that's so humbling to hear you say that. Thank you so much.
I think I just lied directly to his face.
How so? What do you mean?
When I think watches, I think Tom Segura.
I think comedians in general.
Oh.
I notice a lot of comedians, they're just talking watches all the time.
Like, not to put down any like the standard hype pieces, but even what you have on your wrist today, you're showing me.
Yeah, this was one of the ones that because I was gonna show you some stuff that I like watches. Like I like all watches, but watches.
How do you get into this?
Listen, I don't discriminate. This is really funny stuff, Tom. I'm glad you're taking it with, taking it lightly, having a few yucks with this guy. I mean, I love all watch. I don't want any watch company to think I'm besmirching them. God forbid.
There's two things I don't understand why people spend a lot of money on, and it is shoes and it is watches.
Well, here's my problem. This is like what Tom will say and Tom defenders will say if people criticize this video is like, oh, you're jealous. I guess I'll say this. I would like to be able to afford, even if I didn't want to buy them, I'd like to be able to afford the watches Tom is talking about. Sure, I'm jealous of that. That's not why we're mocking this video. We are mocking this video because there's not one joke in it. It is Tom Segura, an alleged comedian, shopping for watches and talking about how he likes elegant timepieces.
That's what some guy, Rusty Mertz in the chat said. I call them timepieces before you said that, which is funny.
with timepieces, with a serious face on, like, this is a thing that Tom would have been mocking 8 years ago if even now he might mock it if one of his friends put out a video like this. And what people make fun of, like, I know Tom says all the pores are very jealous of him. Maybe that's true to an extent. But the reason people mock shit like this is because it's ridiculous. You're taking it so seriously.
Yeah, I'm getting crushed for my shoe take a second ago already in the chat.
You should.
My
As
whole
you
point,
should.
no, I understand like spending money on comfort and all that stuff, but the people that like I can't get them dirty, it's like their whole point is almost to get dirty.
Okay, well, do
Yeah.
do that on a very good show.
I will. What, I
Do an hour on it.
don't think it'll come up. I have to get it out here.
Well, I'll throw my boy Dave Portnoy in here. Portnoy might do a show like this.
Yeah.
A, I think he would try and make it funny.
Yeah.
And B, he still like lives in an environment where, like, I think my favorite part of the Unnamed show right now is that if Dave did this show, Kirk and Ryan would do 15 minutes making fun of him for it.
But he also owns a watch company, so it's a little different.
Well, I get that, but you see what I'm saying, where like
Yeah.
Portnoy puts himself in an environment where people will make fun of him for that. I forget what Kirk said the other day. I forget what topic they were talking about, but Kirk brought something up, and Dave goes, "I see what you're doing." Just him getting mad at them needling him is very funny to me. But like, I think Dave understands. Like, yes, this is an out of touch thing to fixate on expensive watches, so I will allow myself to be mocked for it, you know? Whereas Tom, listen to how seriously he's taking this. Let's keep playing.
Did you real quick while Portnoy's on the topic, did you see him make his debut on SNL last night?
Did he actually?
So the Bill Burr guy that has a cast that's from Boston that always is like ends up fighting his son.
I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
So Bill Burr, when he was the host last night, he always has this recurring character who's like a very Boston guy.
Okay. Yeah.
So he goes to show his phone that he hit a bet, and his background is a picture of him with Dave Portnoy.
Oh. Okay, probably not worth derailing the entire
I didn't
show.
think it was going to take that long to explain.
I thought he was on it. Okay.
No.
Well, thank you for lengthening this segment.
You're welcome. We had to hit our time, baby.
Jesus.
How I got into it, I think even as a kid, I wore watches, regularly. I had a Seiko, but I just was like into it. And,
Guys, lest you think this is new, I haven't changed. I was a douchebag as a boy as well.
I've been the same guy.
I'm exactly the same. What you guys just didn't realize what a douchebag I was. It's your fault for thinking I've changed. I've always been an arrogant prick.
It was waterproof.
And by the way, like, I like Segura. People shit on me for liking Segura. I don't want him to be doing this.
No.
But it's just crazy to live in such a bubble that you don't think this is mockable. Like, if you listen to Your Mom's House back in the day, if Bert Kreischer did this, it would be an entire episode for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just that simple. That's what people are making fun of, Tom. Like, when people say, like, hey, Howard Stern just evolved naturally. It's like, no, there's something glaringly obvious about the way he's changed. And Tom Segura is going down a road like that where he's becoming completely out of touch. You can buy a $40 million watch. I don't give a fuck, but make some jokes about it.
Yeah.
Saw timepieces, you go, oh, love to get that one day. And then
Is that what little boys are saying? I need a new timepiece.
One day I will get the finest timepiece Rolex has to offer.
Do your homework, Tom.
some of them have been able to, but this
That was the end of that one.
Oh.
This is you called this one funny stuff.
Oh, it's good. This is a good comedy bit. This is good for a comedian to be doing. It's almost as funny as that Marc Maron clip.
Yeah, that was kind of funny in a different way.
Yes, yeah. I can't decide which is closer to comedy. Marc Maron at the end of his show or this.
So what are we looking for? What are you trying to find with this new piece?
So I'll say that like most of the time I don't gravitate towards leather bands. As of recent, really have started to enjoy fabric.
Whoa. Slow down, Tom. Tell us more about that. Why do you think that is?
Because it's cheaper.
Oh, Tom, why do you go away from leather bands? What's that about? Let's examine that a little more. I don't want you to blow right past that, Tom. Let me drink that in.
Different fabrics.
Okay.
I would say most watches I have are metal bracelets.
Oh, hold on. Go back a little bit. He says something there about fabrics that this is going to prove Tom still relates to the common man. Listen, you're all close your jaws, pick that jaw up off the floor. I know you're all shocked that Tom doesn't like leather bands, but he's going to tell you what he does like. Like, don't think that he's not a regular Joe.
Don't gravitate towards leather bands. As of recent, really have started to enjoy fabric bands, like different
Ooh,
fabrics.
that seems so exciting, Tom.
A suede band.
Hey, Tom, you don't see like what's funny about people, and if you take it all in good stride, who gives a shit? But Tom seems to get very angry that like the people on Reddit say he's out of touch and make fun of him. But you don't see that there's something mockable about a comedian, in all seriousness, going, I don't gravitate towards leather bands. What I really like lately is nicer fabrics.
Is that 100% cotton?
This is a guy, like, he made his career on jokes about being fat and sex and, like, the dumb doctor he has to deal with. And, like, he had, like, regular guy. And now he's like, ooh, this is a nice material. What does this cost? It's very interesting.
Rusty says Velcro bands like Stuttering John's shoes.
Again, hey, Tom, get a $500,000 watch. If you want to talk about it, make a bit out of it. Don't just go, ooh, I really like this band. This is a nice timepiece.
Watches I have are metal bracelets, you know? So, and I do enjoy that. I like weight.
Wait a second. Is he saying watches are just metal bracelets? Is that his expert opinion on this guy's show?
Yeah, no, you can tell he's a real watch connoisseur.
Oh my god.
They're big metal round wrist things.
Sometimes they got sparkly things engraved in them.
This is in this Teddy Bolasacci's world, he's speaking to a Neanderthal, essentially. Is a watch moron.
Heft to that, but I mean, I'm open to an experience. This is the fun thing for me about being with somebody like you is that you know so much more than me that it's
Slow down this crazy train, Tom. What's the speed limit in this place? It seems like two guys just having a fun time.
Two equals.
Yeehaw! Oh, what's really fun for me is being around a guy that knows watches. That does spell F-U-N, Tom. What a hoot and a half.
Well, what a perfect segue to this next clip called "He's Just a Regular Guy."
Oh my god! The skirt mentioned the other night. We went out to the Province Comedy Connection, and she's like, a couple of my friends are coming. One of my friends' boyfriend sells watches. I said, oh my god. I put on one of those beer helmets with the straws. I was like, we are going to have some fun.
You had to take it off slowly and put on a tux.
I didn't realize he was a watch guy. Let's get ready to partay.
all incredible. Well, I think this is...
It's in the running, so it's in the running.
It's
so
in the
what,
running.
what we'll do is we'll go take a look at the store. I know you want to look at a few different brands. This is one that you wanted to look at.
I do want to look at that, yes.
You mentioned also maybe something with like more color.
Here's the thing. I mean, look, the thing about watches is you have to remind yourself to have...
Enlighten us, Tom.
Oh my God. I just heard the end of that quote and I don't like it.
Go back a little bit because I'd like to drink it all in.
I don't like it at all.
Tom, if you would, enlighten us on the thing about watches. If, let me taste this like a nice caviar.
The thing, I mean, look, the thing about watches is you have to remind yourself to have fun with this whole thing.
Ah, damn it. That's been the hang-up that I've been getting stuck on this whole time. Well, this fucking watch clasping around my wrist. What fucking time is it?
Well, this might be a different experience for me because up until now, I did forget to have fun.
Oh, this goddamn watch, it's always 5 minutes behind. I can't fucking...
I will say, this not being his channel changed. If this was his channel...
Why are you so hung up on that? What is that? Who cares?
It's a little different.
Not really. It exists.
But yeah,
he doesn't think the cameras are off.
that's true. But like the intro, like this is a world-renowned comedian, and he's like, "Let me tell you about my timepiece."
Well, here's what I don't think you're remembering about this. It doesn't seem like you're having enough fun.
That's true. I was,
and it's important to remember that looking at watches is a highway to the danger zone. And if you're not belted in properly, you might go flying out the fucking windshield.
I would say I got an Apple Watch, and the whole time I was looking for one, I was like, "This fucking sucks."
Yeah, no, you gotta remind yourself, and that's how you know something's really fun, is when you have to remind yourself to have fun. I always think that on roller coasters, like, all right, Mike, come on.
You go down the big drop. You're like, "Man, I really should have enjoyed that."
I'm like, ugh, this sucks. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. That's right, have fun.
I did enjoy that.
Serious, and they worry about like, you know, what the watch says, or is this the right one to as an investment, or it's like you just have to have a good time with the stuff.
Yeah, let loose, man.
What is the trend?
I hate those grumpy watch buyers. Oh, all the time do I go into watch shops and think, why all the glum faces? Come on, gang, lighten up. And, you know, I put on a fucking Cardi B album. I try to pump up some of the energy, you know?
It's like, what does your watch say? It says 1037. What does your watch say? 1037. Boy, this is a barrel of fun.
Guys, let's hit the dance floor. Let's boogie. this, yeehaw.
I think the only really true effective thing watches do now, since, you know, the invention of cell phones, is just make suits look better. That's about it.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of fun when you think, oh, I'm wearing cufflinks. I need to put on my timepiece. That's a great deal. That's like a day at the water park.
Not sure. I just like having fun and like, oh, this is a fun piece to wear today. That's it.
Tom, I'm speaking to Tom. I understand he'll never watch this, but Tom, if this gets to you somehow, just remember the days where you would watch a video and you would hear some rich douche say, the thing is, like, picking out a really fun watch. And you have to remind yourself to have fun. I know somewhere in there is a guy that would be mocking this man.
Next, we have the little guy.
Oh, well, this is Tom. If you say he doesn't relate, like a lot of people say that was Kamala Harris's problem, you know? She didn't think about the working class. She didn't think about regular Joe America. Tom does. Tom could probably run for office because he knows he's thinking of you folks out there when it comes to a watch store.
That's right.
In their facility.
I do also like some of these brands that I feel like are slept on getting talked about more because, you know, we all know
that's good. The underdogs,
flagship brands, and there's good reason. Like they make quality products, incredible designs, and all this. But then you realize that if you like watches, it's fun to
stop saying fun. Stop convincing us it's fun,
guys. I'm not a douchebag. This is fun.
You know, the guy who's having the least fun is the guy who keeps telling you how much fun things are. No, this is fun. Usually you can read it on your face, Tom. You don't have to keep insisting that it's fun.
I think the guy having the least amount of fun is the host who thought he was going to laugh a little.
You know, we'll bring on a comedian and have a few yucks. Slow down there, Tommy. We're going to have fun. Not too much fun. This is serious business.
Then and discover these. Like, it feels like a discovery. You're like, oh, what is it? And then you find a certain style or movement that you fall in love with, and then it's a whole other thing to get into.
Movement?
Well, it's funny he brought up movement because I've thought for so long it is a travesty that movement watches hasn't gotten their just due in this country. I root for the underdog. I root for Timex.
Oh, I thought he was talking about like a political.
Oh, movement. He was. No, he was.
Oh God!
No. I'm just saying it spurred in my mind a smaller watch, like an underdog story. Got the little scrappy.
Yeah, brick watches.
Thank you, brick watches. The scrappy underdog, you know, and it's what is really fun. I always thought that when Dave Portnoy started a watch company, I said, guys, hold on for some fun. Now, what's funny is, again, to use Portnoy as the example, like. He hired Mincy as his salesman. There's actual fun there. And you know what? I never heard Portnoy say, guys, this is going to be fun. People were just able to detect the fun. You don't have some douche going, you know what's really fun is when a lesser known watch company makes a sale.
That's right.
Well, la-dee-da. I think of a couple things. I think of getting together with old friends. I find that fun. Maybe going to a ball game. I think that's a lot of fun. I went to a comedy show last night. That was a great deal of fun.
Who'd you see?
Kelsey Cook.
How was it?
Well, it was fun.
There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Well, but I'll tell you what was a little more fun is I got home, I went online, and I looked at the prices of watches.
you actually went home with the watch salesman instead.
Alba was like, Mike, it's 2 a.m. You've got to come down from this high.
Mm-hmm.
You're having too much fun.
Did you wear a watch to the club?
I didn't, and that's probably why it was less fun than looking up the watches, because watches weren't part of the experience.
It would have been like seeing Sam Morril if you had a watch on. That.
Yeah, definitely.
Next, it's time to celebrate, Mike.
Oh, have we not celebrated enough time? Tom, too much birthday. I'm starting to feel sick.
What do you want to look at in the Omega, though? So you have some Omega.
I have a few Omega. Here's the thing, man. Omega is one of those brands where it gets not as celebrated as it should be.
Totally agree.
I know. I've always been saying that. We should have a holiday. We should all get a day off work.
100%.
Gang, enough of the bullshit. And I think this is what Marc Maron was screaming about at the end of his podcast.
Mm-hmm.
How come no one is celebrating Omega watches? I am sick and tired of going to celebrations and thinking, well, certainly this has to be the one for Omega watches. No, just another fucking birthday or wedding or retirement party, you know? Why can't I mosey in to an Omega celebration for once in my life?
You'd think we would be there by now.
Yeah.
They make so many cool different styles, and if you're into again, I know it's crazy, you know, some guys are like, I just care about the dial, but like
oh, those bitches. Those fucking queers, Tom, put them in their place. No.
It's like a podcaster. He only cares about the mic, you know?
Some homos are like, I only care about the dial. Meh. Some namby-pamby queers are like, dial. What's cool is caring about the fabric of the band. So quit being a pussy.
You watched this in its entirety, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Was there
Craig, I had no choice.
Was there
it's my job.
A single laugh?
Huh?
Was there? What
was your question?
I said, was there a single laugh to be found?
I'll answer that by telling you this. I had a lot of fun.
Okay.
Was I laughing the whole time? Maybe not. But I was having fun.
It was a blast.
Like, I just care about the dial, but like,
because I'm a dial guy.
Kevin's probably watching now.
Of course he is.
That is so Mr. Wonderful. That
a shot at Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah, he's one of those dial queers. Not cool like me, who likes the fabric bands.
He's on Fox News now, so that shot was coming. We all knew that.
Damn. Way to get him, Tom. Watch guy on watch guy crime.
HACKRIDE just said bye-bye monetization. What did we do?
Why?
I'm sure he'll tell us.
But, cursing, maybe?
Or maybe...
Yeah, let us know what we did. I don't...
Mr. Wonderful?
This video, probably.
You think?
We'll find out. We'll find out.
It's a documentary. We were just talking about it. Go watch the whole thing.
Yeah, we're adding commentary. This is a boy... This is a coming-of-age tale. This is a boy who always dreamed of the fun that could be had by buying a watch.
This is Hulk Hogan body slamming Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3 right now.
It came to fruition. A lifelong dream of having a watch.
Oh, I'm so proud.
I also,
It really is.
I cared also about the functions of this watch, the movements, but like different straps, different bands, and I feel like you get everything here, style wise. You get the cool.
Don't be one of these guys. I hate these guys that get fixated on the dial. Oh my god! If I have to have another conversation where a guy is just yammering on the dial on the watch, the dial, and I say, "Open your mind, man. Live." Think about the band and the clasp.
I think the craziest thing though is he's like, people come here and you don't realize you can get bands too.
Yeah.
It's like going to a shoe store, they don't have laces.
I've said this for years and no one has listened to me, but I've always said what's even more fun than talking about watches is the anatomy of a watch. Don't take a watch at face value. Remember that a watch has individual parts that you could really break down.
HACKRIDE said there was one too many queers, and I don't mean Craigers.
Oh, yeah. No, I figured that's what he meant. That's fine. Try me, YouTube. We're in Trump's America, baby.
That's right. Now we're definitely
You're not getting me anymore. I'll go to Rumble. I swear to Christ. No one will watch me.
Rumble does pretty well.
Well, not for Steven Crowder, not me.
You get things that are super sporty, things that you can dress up, and things that if you want to make everyday pieces, they have it all. So I'm a big fan.
Tom, tell that 12-year-old self that dreamed of having a watch one day, at the very least, you'll grant me that he would think the term everyday pieces is incredibly douchey. Well, this is my walking around timepiece. This is for special occasions.
Hulkamania with a great question, Mike. What's your favorite band?
I gotta say, I don't want to comment on this because I'm afraid the skirt will overhear me, and this has been a dividing. It has almost broken up our household.
Yeah.
On so many occasions. So I don't want her to hear. I don't want to She's never been on the podcast or anything, but I worry if I say that I prefer leather bands, she's gonna storm in here, start smashing the camera. It's gonna be a whole thing. So no one let her know that I'm a leather band guy.
I would say, God's Hate or Metallica, but I'm uncultured and didn't realize we were talking about timepieces.
No, you are fucking. You are fucking trash, my friend.
That's right.
We're having fun here. Yeah. You go and go to concerts like some bore.
Didn't even think.
We're having fun.
Yeah. This is our last clip of Tom.
Well, you guys thought this was all for naught.
There's no cameras, by the way.
You guys thought that this is just a useless video that there was no reason for. It's just Tom flexing his watch muscle. No. Tom's giving back to his community. This is what it was all about. This is very important. So finally, you guys are actually gonna be mad that I made fun of this video because it's one of those things like we'll reveal this and you'll be like, oh my, you guys are gonna be crying. You're gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe that Mike would mock such a touching tribute to a friend here. So this is what this show was really for. It's definitely not a completely pompous, self-serving display so Tom could jerk himself off about his watch knowledge. It was really about this moment right here, giving back.
Racing from Omega, and then SPGA 413.
That's for Kier.
So can we get Kier in here? Can we? That would be a great way to wrap this up.
That'd be great.
Let's get Kier in here and let's gift him the watch. Okay.
It's happening.
Come on in, man.
Come on in.
All right.
Oh my god.
Who is this person, by the way?
Who is it, Craig?
Yeah.
Oh, you might be thinking it's a man dying of cancer. Or a guy that can't pay his bills with 8 kids. No, it's Tom's tour manager.
Oh, okay.
Probably another millionaire.
Yeah, probably. I didn't know if it was like someone that worked there that was like...
No, it's just Tom's friend who probably makes a shit ton of money. This is a touching moment here.
You can help me out, okay?
Yeah, so Tom picked out a few things.
A little misdirect.
See what you think.
This is Kier, so people don't know. This is Kier,
yes,
my tour manager.
So this is Tom's first choice.
Fun.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Then there's this one.
That's beautiful.
That's fun.
We're getting
that one literally is a Velcro strap.
Really?
It looks what it looks like.
It'd be great if they bought him like a kid's watch.
It looks like it's made out of backpack.
But here, I just wrote, that's the Tom Segura bit, is getting himself $100,000 watch and getting this guy a Velcro watch. But that's not what this is for. Watch that. Watch Tom pat himself on his back for generosity here.
Size in the back too.
That one's getting size in the
Get one in
back.
the size in the back, and there was also this one. You were on the fence about this one.
Dude, what do you think of this dial?
That's pretty sharp.
Tom has become what he hates most.
Yeah. What do you think of this?
He's a dial guy now.
Just trashed him a few minutes ago.
Dial guys are the worst of the worst. We all hate dial guys, Tom. You've been sucked in by the allure of the dial.
So it has like a silver pink dial, so you kind of like rotate it.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
That's pretty nice. I like it.
You like?
This guy couldn't be more underwhelmed.
He's like sick.
He's like, I don't know. Can I get a cash bonus, Tom?
Where's the rollie?
Yeah, what the fuck? Tom has to explain to him, what I like are the underdogs. I like an Omega.
Don't you dare say the word dial in front of me.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever worn something like that?
No.
Well, you should.
Yeah?
That's yours.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I got you that. That's yours. buddy.
Oh my God, I didn't see it leading there. Get out of here. Why would he be there?
He goes, it's yours, buddy, and then they do the predator handshake.
You get a watch, and you get a watch, and you get a watch.
Fucking hell.
I hope you like it. By the way, if it's not for you, we can look for another one.
Wow.
Does that work for you?
He's gonna make me cry.
Well, I had to get you after that.
You gotta make sure you're going.
Wow. Move that bus. What a moment. This is exactly like on Extreme Home Makeover when the family, the underprivileged family, would see their brand new house and they'd all cry. This is exactly the same.
Except this reaction is more like if the bus moved and the family was like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. No, this reaction, it's kind of like this guy can now tell time by looking at his wrist.
I didn't have a phone.
Oh my God. Yeah, so Tom, you know what? I watched that video and I said, we were all wrong. You haven't changed a bit. That's a totally regular way for a comic to behave. And I'm sure if Bert Kreischer did that or any of his buddies, Tom wouldn't make fun of them. No way. He's just a regular, in-touch guy who loves a good watch. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Shall we get to some of these super chats here?
Please.
All right. Pat Ford, $2. Welcome back from the clink, Craig. Glove don't fit.
Damn straight, brother.
What did you tell them?
Deny till you die. Hey, nothing. I said it completely innocent.
What did you say? Here we go. Don Fried Chicken, $5. Craig, why did my daughter say that 69 is you and her secret number? What does that mean?
It's the code that opens all the doors to Craig's house.
Come on. Milk John's mom. Get to you later.
Milk John's mom playing masterfully again. I appreciate you being here, buddy.
$5. A little bummed about the election, but came here to have a laugh.
Good. That's what we provide.
That's right. Tumble Dry, $20. For my parents, it was where were you when you heard about Pearl Harbor? My older siblings, JFK. For me, John Lennon. For the young dabblers, it is where were you when you found out Steel Toe prefers a kinky lawyer's essence?
We'll get to that as well.
Sure will. Joe from Virginia, $2 keeps paying. Don't do that.
Hey, Joe. J37shop.com, everybody. He just earned himself another ad read.
Right before this, I had HACKRIDE that sent a link to something in his shop.
Oh, good.
Thanks again, boys. Keep up the good work, he says.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, go to support our buddy Joe from Virginia, J37shop.com. Use Blind Mike at checkout.
I come buckets, $2. You pork any new female comedians this week, Mike?
Don't worry about it.
It's Lauren Compton. Still on the brain. Stuttering Stutterson, $5. Quid numerum vocationis?
I don't know.
Sure. I actually no, I don't know what that means, so no. David Svensson, $5. I saw Tom in San Diego on Friday. Let's just say he's done much better since.
Oh, really?
That's tough.
I'm not saying Tom's not funny.
He's very
or not capable of being funny.
Very funny.
It's just when you see that, to me, it's no different than a comic going on MSNBC and having a serious conversation. You know what I mean? Like,
That
to me, it's the
just
same
happened.
thing. It's just douchier.
That just happened.
With what?
A comic was on CNN getting all pissy. I forget his name.
Oh, no one we would know, though.
He looked familiar. I just didn't recognize the name. I'll get that to you later. Dang Lizard, £5. Next time on Craigers talks about things he can't afford, but people spend an insane amount of money on. Mansions and yachts. What are they good for?
We'll get to boats as well. Don't worry.
Oh,
I have a massive prediction about a boat.
Yes. Diablo Sandwich, $5. At what point does Tom ask himself, who is this for? The incredibly small percent of his remaining fans with thousands to burn on luxury wristwear.
Yes, thank you. I should have said that. That's the best way to. Who is this for? Like, is this for your fans? Is this so people that love watches will come to your shows? Like, who is this for? What's the purpose of this?
I come buckets, $2. A movement is how the watch runs. Uncultured.
Oh my God, we really did embarrass ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why we're not having fun.
Almost as embarrassing as my Schaub take.
I will say, I swear to God, I thought he meant like a cultural movement. That does make a lot more sense.
Dang Lizard, £2. Have Tom and his friend touched timepieces? #docking.
I don't know that.
Possibly. Ben R, $5. Please make this stop.
It's over now, buddy. You can come out.
And last one for now. Rock Orb 2002, $5. I was expecting a bromance reaction more akin to yes, 1,000 times.
The guy's crying, waving his tears away.
His new watch. Wipes him off.
All right. Well, speaking of insane comedians that have lost their minds, someone messaged me earlier this week. I wouldn't have thought to watch this, but someone messaged me and said, you're going to want to check out Andy Dick on the Adam Carolla show.
God, what happened to him?
Well, he's always been crazy. That's the weird thing is like, he's always been like this to an extent. It's just gotten worse. And it leads me to the question of, what happened to our drug addicts? You know?
Yeah.
They used to just die and become legends. You know? Belushi, John Farley, John Candy, Mitch Hedberg, like Greg Giraldo. Our greatest drug addicts used to die. And then we could be like, oh man, what would he be doing today?
We're getting our answer here.
People like Andy Dick have had the misfortune of living. And this is the legacy they leave behind. So Andy Dick was on the Adam Carolla show, and this is right at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
More or less?
Yep.
So I think all we're really drinking in here is how he sounds now. Brace yourselves. This is a wild change. I haven't heard Andy Dick, I guess, in a few years.
It sounds like he sucked nitrous right before this.
This is crazy.
Speaking of a friend, we got our old friend Andy Dick in studio for a revealing one-on-one.
Revealing? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll get to that part, I guess.
So much to get into with Andy Dick.
What did you write that with his neighborhood thing with the trick or treat? That was fucking funny.
Oh, thanks. No, I didn't. No, I had somebody. Mike
Lynch writes the beginning of those.
Oh, I know him.
You know Mike Lynch.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
I'm Andy Dick. This is how I talk now.
Sounds like he's got morning groggy voice permanently.
Yeah, it's like there's something stuck in his throat. It's weird. Well, maybe there is.
Yeah.
Ober.
Hold on, go back. This is Adam's first question out of the gate. So I think Adam can already tell something's up. I want to hear Adam's very first question to start the interview.
You know Michael Lynch.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Andy, you sober?
Here and there. You're smoking pot.
You're smoking pot.
Do you? I wanted to ask.
Do I
you.
smoke pot?
I know you never did, but I'm
No,
wondering when is the time going to come? Because you're going to cave in, buddy.
With the weed?
Mhm.
Sounds like he's struggling to talk.
It sounds like he's doing way more than weed.
It seems like Adam and Andy have been like friends on some level for many years. So I'm sure whenever Adam's booker said, "Do you want to have Andy Dick on this week?" Adam was like, "Yeah, sure," and then immediately was like, "Oh, this guy's fucked up." But I will say, first of all, that's not a guy who's just on weed. There's no way.
Nope.
But there are things where, like, with drug addiction, and I talked about this a lot with like Artie Lang. Where it's like there is something with, even if you're not on drugs anymore or alcohol or whatever your vice is, even if you stop doing it, there is a certain point, like if you've done it enough, it just, there's no recovery. There's no coming back to what you used to be.
Right.
And at first, like the first half hour of this interview, I thought that's what this was with Andy Dick, where I was just like, oh, his voice sounds way different now, and he's a little out of it, but he's always been kind of out of it. But things really start to ramp up towards the end of this interview.
Wasn't he like on film, like R-wording someone or something? Didn't something crazy happen to him? Like a year or two
well,
ago?
I don't know if I want to throw that out there, but there was someone barged into his home on a live stream.
Oh, yeah, I was not right.
Yeah, no, yeah, I don't want to accuse the man of some vile crime when I think he may have been the victim. But yeah, someone like burst into a live stream of theirs and like confronted, I don't know if it was Andy or the other guy or whatever, but yeah, there was something weird. Not what Craig does on Friday nights when he should be
He
should be talking to Richard Ojeda. Not Craig's solution to consoling people who are upset about the election.
I had to be a responsible parent.
Yeah, to kids that aren't his.
Never mind.
But you're saying indica makes you go to bed.
Yeah, allegedly. I do stevia because I don't do
Stevia.
coke
He does
anymore. You know
stevia.
why, by the way? I don't do coke. They don't.
Isn't that like what you put in coffee?
Yes, it is. He means sativa.
Make it. No, they really don't.
If they made good coke, would you do it?
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would.
Well, I
What do you
mean,
think, Adam?
Interesting. Andy Dick has a lav mic on his chest.
Okay.
Almost like something else is being filmed during this.
Oh, they do mention a documentary.
Oh, good.
Maybe they're shooting that. I don't know.
That's probably what it is. Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Medicinal.
If Dr. Drew was in studio, he'd probably
I
have
thought you were going to
something
say
to say.
Dr. Freud. Because he
Adam
It's
is immediately like, this guy is fucked up.
This is gonna be a long day.
If Adam Drew was here, he might say, maybe you'd be doing coke right now, Andy. Yeah, so Adam is. This interview, by the way, lasts well over an hour, I think, if I remember correctly. And Adam is buckling in. He's like, boy, this is going to be a tough one.
Dr. Freud, because he used it with his
All right, so if they
on
made
himself.
they made good straight cocaine now. Now
That's
it's all
why
got,
I don't do it. They don't make
it's got fentanyl in it.
Yeah. In fact, I died. Well, let's not get right.
You died?
We'll get into it.
Well, tell me.
This is your show.
Tell me, did you flatline?
They said I did, yeah.
No, don't worry about it. Why does he sound like Wilford Brimley now?
I did too much cocaine.
And diabetes.
So with diabetes, be the least of his worries.
Be a welcomed gift now.
Next, we have getting distracted, which is
So, to be fair, this was always kind of Andy Dick's vibe. He's I don't know why, like, podcasts or radio shows had him on, because he's actually, in my opinion, a horrible guest.
once in a while he'll like spout off something like insane that does kind of go everywhere.
Sure, I assume that's why Howard would have him on. Is like maybe he says something crazy that gets buzz, but like for a podcast listener, it's a tough one.
I think I threatened, and not only threatened, but stopped communicating with both of them until they talked. I had to do that,
You did. Okay. Don't get distracted.
Well, I'm looking at
Focus.
Look, I love your little saying, all woke and no joke.
He's talking about coasters that are on the table.
But it's cool, isn't it? Like yours? Yeah.
Adam is like, I think Adam in that moment is like, I get that makes me sound like a fucking square, but it's not. Let's reel it in, Andy.
He just goes, "Are those yours?" He goes, "Yeah."
Adam, you got to give Carolla credit in this interview. He's a pro. Like, he's a professional broadcaster.
Table.
But it's cool, isn't? Is
Thank
that
you.
yours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a lot of products, so you have a little like line of things that you sell.
Yeah.
Well, can
I
I
don't
put
really
one
sell
of my
coasters.
things on your table to sell? Let's just see how they do.
Well, it's not QVC, Andy.
Oh God, just plug it.
I think Andy thinks that Adam is like actively like, call in now and you can buy one of these coasters.
Yeah. No, there's no way this was live, right?
No, because they reference when it will be released. It was recorded like a day earlier or something.
This is one you can't go live with.
No, yeah.
Busters.
You could use a coaster. That's why they're there. You brought it up. I wasn't going to say anything.
That's fucking hilarious. He wasn't using the coaster the entire time.
Do you respect wood, Andy?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So now you're in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Just trying to get him back on track. The whole time, I think you'll probably notice it in most of the clips, where the whole time it's Adam just trying to finish the question he was asking.
Yeah.
For an hour.
This is like what Rogan was like interviewing Trump.
No. The Oval Office. Let's get back to it, Andy.
Please, what was your first day like? Love of God. It's not even a political question. Next we got Adam's getting annoyed.
Yeah, so now Adam's patience is, we've seen him be tremendously patient. It's starting to wear thin about a half hour into this.
And especially you, I mean, you're a bit of a Peter Pan type, I would say. There's a syndrome, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so you had a sexual addiction, you think? Yeah, when you were younger.
The Peter Pan reference is so funny because, women played Peter Pan.
He sounds like Will Ferrell in Old School when he gets shot with the dart.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You're crazy, man.
You're crazy. Andy Dick's usually like, ha.
Yeah, I miss that guy.
Yeah, where'd he go?
Mm-hmm.
And men did too. Like, it was like,
It was kind of the first
pansexual.
Ooh. Oh,
I got chills too.
yeah.
Adam trying to go along with this terrible bit.
I'm pansexual. Does pan mean everything, or
Can you look it up,
we
Adam?
got to look up pan?
Adam, just look
Sexual.
up the word pan, and also.
Oh, I got a crew in there. They'll put it on.
No,
my
not
screen.
you, Adam. I'm sorry.
No, I know.
I'm
I'm
going to say
telling you.
Carbone. Adam Carbone. So remember, there's two Adams, but Carbone.
This, by the way, comes up the whole every time. I guess Andy's assistant is also named Adam. Adam Carolla was able to deduce that pretty quickly. He's like, yeah, no, I got it.
I understand, yes.
Andy mentions it, I don't know, 40, 50 times. Oh, it's crazy. Not you, Adam. There's actually another. He sounds like a Harry Callis, I think the Eagles broadcaster.
I'm a pansexual.
Touchdown, Adam Carbone.
Don't stare at us.
No, someone will put
You
on
don't
my
have your
thing
phone?
the prefix pan quiet.
Oh yeah, you have a whole crew.
That's what
in
I was
there.
trying to explain. The
I'm
prefix pan means all, for everything. So I guess you're right. It is everyone can play Peter Pan from the Greek word pas, which means all. So you're right. Andy Dick is right. So you come here.
So you're a sex addict. Which I will say, Adam, we probably already have the answer to that one. I don't know if
We
you need to get. Yeah.
Next we have Risk. Shout out Risk.
What does that mean?
It is a band.
Boy, Craig has had some absolutely terrible interjections today.
I think they're pretty good.
Let's talk about Portnoy on SNL for 4
Hey,
minutes again.
I thought you understood what I was saying, and I was like, man, as I was speaking, I was like, this is going too long when the payoff is not good.
It was so crazy how long that took.
He was on a phone. The pre-filmed sketch.
It's like Craig. It took less time for Kirk and Jeff to describe the actual SNL movie. The full 2-hour film. Then Craig describing 1 second on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, well, it went off the rails when I said something. You're like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, fuck.
You know, you can't get a life insurance on somebody who's like a risk.
Yeah.
Adam's like, no shit. You would be impossible to insure. But Andy does clarify here.
Is sad.
Oh, they said you're a risk for suicide?
Yeah, you don't think that, I hope.
I don't. Why? Do you have ideations, as they say?
What is that?
Suicidal ideations. Have you ever attempted suicide?
No, nope.
So how do they label you that?
I guess because I'm crazy.
Yeah.
And they are like, oh, he's a that's how they are before they kill themselves.
So they wouldn't cover you.
This is dark.
He's like he's trying out for like to be on the latest Pirates of the Caribbean movie or something.
Before they kill themselves.
Yeah.
Everyone loses their minds.
Or yeah, he's going for the Joker role.
Who?
The insurance company.
Oh, no.
Oh, go back. Listen, Andy is going on and on. He brings up his insurance thing out of nowhere. And so Adam's like, all right, this seems like something you'll actually talk about. Let's get into that.
No.
That's how they are before they kill themselves.
So they wouldn't cover you.
Who?
The insurance company.
Oh, no.
Adam's like, who the fuck could I be talking about?
God, good for him. I'd be like, yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom or something.
Adam tries. He tries his best. He is a pro.
We will get to that.
Yeah.
Next, we have gifts.
Oh, then Andy brings in. It's just a guy who's like all fucked up, who's not reading the room correctly, and just thinks now is a good time to give Adam some gifts from his bag.
This could be good for your kid. Oh, the rocks are from the desert I live in.
Mm-hmm. You live in the desert.
Yeah, Hammett, remember?
I couldn't remember
That's
where you
me.
live.
This one's actually mine.
I got
That's
stuffed
me
animals.
And my friend Billy. Oh, I love you, Andy.
All right.
No, this guy's not a suicide risk at all.
This is like Kanye on Alex Jones's show.
Because he's black. No, you got to cut that part out. That's not why.
All right, Andy. Let's.
I love you.
All right. Okay, Carrot Down. Where's the maxi pack?
As we pointed out in the Carrot Top, why are you laughing? This is just so unfair to Carrot Top.
Yes, this is not what Carrot Top does. You're besmirching his good name.
All right, go on. Get back on the microphone. Let's continue.
I'm using props. This is for my director. Can you get that away from me?
All right, let's get back.
I'm supposed to.
Let's get back on track here. You don't have to bust it back.
At least give these to your children.
I will. They're 18 and a half, but
Adam has twins that are both in college.
He's
and then he's like,
rocks.
give these to kids.
He's sounding more and more like Buffalo Bill. As this goes on. Wait. You're a gigantic fat person.
I think of that actor as Leland Stottlemyre from the TV show Monk. You think of him how you wish.
So Andy,
I don't have a headache.
you followed your dreams.
Yeah.
Put the pills in the basket.
Andy, so you're a sex addict. Still trying to ask the same question.
What was the Lincoln bedroom like?
Your first day in office.
This next one is Adam is patient, which that is true.
Boy, Andy Dick on Rogan would be great to see how, because they were they were on new. Well, they're not friends actually, as we'll hear later. But like they were both on news radio together, so that would be interesting to see how Rogan handled this. But
He'd be like, he would just blatantly call him up. Adam's trying to be very nice,
doing his best.
Yeah, Rogan would just be like, "What are you doing, man?"
Andy, enough with the gifts. All right, bro.
Because remember when fucking Harlan Williams?
Harlan
was
Williams?
doing
Yeah.
this?
Put the carrots down.
He's like, I gotta eat this every 29 minutes.
Yeah. Demetrius.
Celery stalks.
Was being a cast member in the Ben Stiller show, is that a good experience for you? Do you remember those days? Well, that's a kind of an
Give me
all-star
anything.
cast, right?
It's almost sitcomish. Like, this seems like a parody for Adam to be like, now tell me about the Ben Stiller show. You think you're getting through to this guy? Like, he's going to answer you at this point?
Let's talk about when you were a success.
All right, let's hear about Ben Stiller.
Turned into All Stars. It was a. I was thinking about it today.
Janine Garofalo was in there.
Right,
Who else was in there?
Bob Odenkirk.
All right.
Who really is doing well, except for his ball cancer.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I didn't hear about that, but
Wait, no, I think it's butt cancer.
I didn't hear about that either. But anyway,
it's some kind. Oh, I remember. He got hepatitis. No.
all right.
Shit, I remember now. He got a cold.
Oh, okay.
But he's fine now.
Oh, boy.
He took Theraflu or whatever the fuck.
So back
That's
to
a guy, I will say, like, Andy Dick at his best, like, maybe could have made that funny, but it's just, like, he's so slow now that it drags it to the point where Adam's like, I don't think he has cancer. But and then by the time he gets to the punchline, he's like, so exhausted by it.
Right. He's like, dude, like, rule of 3, remember?
Oh, that was
Not every disease ever.
It was a long journey to take to get to he had a cold. I mean, it feels very vaudevillian. Like, actually, he has ball cancer, or was it a cold? I can't remember. Anyways, folks,
Does Odenkirk have cancer?
I don't think so. I hope not.
I hope not, too. And if that's the way everyone found out, like, fuck you, Andy Dick.
I just got fucking cancer.
Worry.
I go to hepatitis. I didn't know.
all right, reel it in. Back to Ben Stiller.
Andy, the Ben Stiller Show. Are you a sex addict? Please.
All right,
It was madness.
quick Google search, Odenkirk cancer-free.
Thank God. Whew. Let's hope he remains that way.
Imagine being like, the secret I have was exposed on a giant show by Andy Dick.
If Bob Odenkirk, for just some reason, confided in Andy Dick, yeah, I'm dying of testicular cancer.
I know you had a heart attack, but that's not
Right.
cancer.
Right.
Chaos is the next clip.
I think that could be all of these clips, but this is where it really gets nuts.
I don't know if you're still playing music. No,
I sing music.
you sing
And
music.
I do it all the time.
Right.
I can't play anything except.
All right, don't go for the bag. Let's get back to Ben Stiller.
For the love of God, Andy, stay out of the back.
Please stop.
Last time he pulled out rocks to give my children.
You can almost drink.
Slide whistle.
Yeah. He already fucking knew it. Did you bring it in?
All right, let's keep going.
Andy Dick does look like he would travel with a slide whistle.
Oh, for sure.
Well, one of the greatest Zach Amico lines was he said about Ian Fidance, who kind of has an Andy Dick vibe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He said Ian Fidance looks like he has a talking mouse in his pocket at all times.
Going.
Come on, I need.
Keep it going. Come on, over here. Come on.
Where's the
no?
slide
They're
whistle?
working. They're filming. They're filming your doc. Let's talk about your doc. When is this doc coming out? And get on the microphone.
I'm right here. It's kind of. Ask him.
When? What is it? It's called The Sad Little Clown. Sorry, Sad Little Angel Clown.
Oh boy.
Terrible title.
Do you have a place to sell them?
Who that cries
That
because
cries.
they were messing up.
The sad little angel clown that cries. Is the name of the doc.
Very wordy, Andy. If I could give you a note.
Every headline posted online will be cut off. It's too long.
Sad, they'll get tired by the time they're done saying it. They're like, "What? Just Andy Dick's documentary. Just go see it."
I'm kidding. It should just be called Dick.
All right, what do you want to do with it? Leave your bag alone.
Where's my slide whistle, dude?
All right,
You
it's
need
not
to
here.
get off your fucking
not here.
director fat ass and
All right, Andy, come on, reel it in.
go out. to
Leave
the
him
car
alone.
and
He
So
No.
here's the point we're at in the show. This is later in the show, and I don't know this, but Andy has like a I think Adam might bring it up later, but Andy has like some kind of tin water bottle or something that he keeps drinking out of. You can't see what's in it. So just to put it that way, the second half of the show is more like this than the first half. If you know
Who
what
wants
I'm
a
saying.
slide whistle in here? Now,
Well, obviously
for
you don't.
I don't.
Well,
Now,
All
right,
I'll do one
I will
thing
not
and then I'll
talk about your
go ahead.
doc then. Are we talking about your doc?
Talk to him, but can you bring him? Can you?
No, don't go anywhere.
Adam's
Don't.
trying to. He's like trying to parent this guy now.
I need to promote you, please.
No more promotion, Andy, until you finish your vegetables.
Couple stories
Yeah,
for
no
now.
shit.
I guess no one wants dessert. All right, will you focus?
He's doing the airplane with promotion on the spoon.
Where can people find you?
Starts jiggling his keys.
I want,
Over here.
Over here, look over here, buddy.
I want to keep going with Ben Stiller then, if that's your thing.
This is, by the way, like 15 minutes later.
I know.
Trying to get back to this Ben Stiller question.
Tell me about Lincoln's son.
How was Janine Garofalo on set? God damn it.
Adam,
I never thought I'd have to yell that.
Adam Carbone has some
Carbone.
stories.
How old were you when you met? So he sees you in Odenkirk. Let's get back to it. Let's keep it on track.
You're infatuated with Adam and Bob and Janine. There's only 4.
He is Adam.
Almost left me sad.
And that
Just
was
like,
that the
just
whole
like my
cast?
parents did.
And would Ben
Well,
write most of the stuff?
I thought you said it was like the whole band. Yeah, that was the band.
Adam just shotgunning questions at him.
So would Ben write it or?
The writers. Meanwhile, Andy's going, "You're obsessed with." Adam's like, "Yes, I am obsessed with it. Give me an answer."
He starts singing Mariah Carey songs.
Did you order the code red, Andy?
Why are you so obsessed with me?
This would have been great if Nicholson played it like this in A Few Good Men.
I'd have been like, oh, fuck.
I have a bag of puppets. This is an interesting choice.
Next, we have paying bills.
Oh, this is terrifying. And you can tell Adam wants an answer for this. This is like, if you're looking for something to come out of this interview, this is the only like piece of information that actually came out, because you can tell Adam like really wants him to answer this, and Andy won't do it. But this is him talking about his financial situation.
Oh, look, I can do it. Want to do a show? Look, wait, hang on a minute. Oh, look who came up. My name's Dino Stamatopoulos.
All right, listen.
I'm a dinosaur.
All right, now listen.
I'm a dinosaur.
Doing a hand move there. All right, Andy, let's be coherent.
Right now, the dynamic here is Adam to Andy Dick is Craig with his sexual partners. He's like, come on, let's focus here. We're here to do a job.
That's not.
Where am I wrong? Did he get up and leave? Was he so offended by that joke that he has left? Why is it taking him so long to plug his headphones back in?
I was trying to do it without looking. I was trying to be really cool about it.
Oh, man. You'd be like a watch guy if you could pull that off.
Yeah, no dials.
Let's not be a weirdo.
Yeah.
You are not getting paid to do TV shows or movies.
Oh,
Needs
God.
to get paid.
Right. Did you invest in an apartment building and you have passive income? Did you?
Nothing.
There's
So you
zero
can
money
keep it.
coming in.
Why do I need money again? I don't
Well,
understand your
we
question.
can explore why you need money, but let's just say food and electricity and
But
transportation.
you said you were going to get me food today,
right,
and
but
you did.
But I am curious.
Like a homeless person.
That sucks.
Andy just came in for a hot meal at the Adam Carolla studios.
This is like when me and HACKRIDE we interviewed David Lieb Hart when you were gone.
Yes,
one
I
week,
remember that. Yeah.
And HACKRIDE paid him in Nature Valley bars.
Oh, no.
That's all he wanted.
Well, this is America's sweetheart, Andy Dick. He shouldn't be living like this.
How is it that you're able to
You're
pay your
still
bills?
on the bi-curious thing?
I'm curious, Andy.
Bi-curious.
He's not. He's not. He just said curious, and Andy's like, "You're still on the by." He's trying to shoehorn this joke in.
It's like it's what I was just gonna say. He just goes, "Yeah, we heard the joke."
Adam's like, "You don't have any money, Andy. Answer me."
Is it that you're able to
You're
pay your
still
bills?
on the bi-curious thing?
I'm curious, Andy.
Bi-curious.
All right, we heard that joke. It was funny.
It's not.
But now it's
It was funny.
Yeah, but
But now it's a different time.
what is your curiosity?
I wish you could be honest with me.
Have you seen? I am honest. Have
here's
you
what I
seen
think.
that
Hold on.
cabinet of curiosities?
I think people
Guillermo,
listening,
Guillermo,
I think people who are
these-
listening
yeah.
would be curious how Andy Dick paid his bills in 2024.
You're looking at it exactly what I'm doing now. It's like you're not understanding me. I don't need to pay for my bills because boy, don't have no bills.
So does somebody
I go
pay
into
them
my
for
own white
you?
man rap.
Does somebody pay?
So, like, what comes? I think he's like living off of his ex-wife and kids or something. Like, I don't know. It seems like he's a vagrant. Like he's just like living off of other people. I don't really know what he's doing, and he gets very upset with this. Like he kind of Adam keeps trying to. You can tell Adam like feels bad, but he's trying to like get an answer out of him so he understands his plight more.
We got a super chat here from Holly Beesk. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I'm sorry. $10. Who is more difficult to interview for Adam, Steve-O or Andy Dick?
You know what? I think Steve-O's name came up in this interview. I can't remember.
Was he having flashbacks?
Yeah.
And Dang Lizard gifted one Blind Mike Project membership.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
One, you cheap fuck.
Looking at editors.
Right. So you and Phil were best friends. You're
Yeah,
working on news radio.
Yeah, he was so fucking cool. He was the only one, the only two people besides me that were smoking pot on this, which I just did, by the
Oh,
way,
this is about Rogan, right?
on the set
Yeah.
of news radio.
This is so. Hold on. He's talking about Phil Hartman, and this comes out of nowhere because anytime I've heard Andy Dick get brought up on Rogan, I've heard Rogan say like nice things about him. Am I wrong?
Yeah, he doesn't really trash people unless he's done with them.
Yeah, so this came out of nowhere. I don't know. I don't know if Andy's in the right state of mind or Rogan really was an asshole to him, but I don't know. This is an interesting story, I guess.
It was me and Candy Alexander who went on to do CSI Miami.
Wasn't Joe smoking back then?
Nope. And he was getting down on it.
He was getting down on it for smoking? I thought he liked smoking pot.
Oh, he loved this.
I think that actually lines up because I think he did it later in life.
Oh,
Rogan.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Cause this is I want them to know what's going on now. This is one of his rivals, dude. And this is why I want to fucking up him up.
What?
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Not totally. But Joe wasn't down with the weed back then?
Back then is the operative two words.
Mm-hmm. No, okay.
Yeah,
But Phil-
in fact, he was shitting on me in front of studio execs when we're at the NBC table for the table read, and the execs were there. He'd be like, "He's high right now."
Really?
Who cares if I was?
But Phil,
Now he's a big fucking pot smoking. Can I say faggot on your show, or you can cut that
you
out?
can say whatever you want.
So,
Adam's like, I'm not pulling the reins back on that. At this point, what's the difference?
He's pot smoking. That was actually pretty funny.
Say whatever you want.
That was actually funny.
It was at the end of the clip.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say, I don't know, like, if that's true, which it's hard to take Andy at face value, but if that's true, that is kind of shitty of Rogan. But there is, I remember in a couple specials ago from Pete Davidson, he had a bit about how Louis got him in trouble with Lorne Michaels.
Yeah.
And I guess Louis was like, he's high and like, he's all fucked up. Like I can't work with him, that type of thing.
Mhm.
And like Pete Davidson's telling this story. Like, can you believe that? It's like you're high at work. Like if you're like this at work, you know what I mean? Like maybe Pete in his mind wasn't that fucked up, but it was obviously like noticeable. So you were a fucking problem, you know?
Can you tell me one memorable Pete Davidson SNL clip?
I could not. No.
Yeah, it's because he was probably high and they were all sucked.
So Louis might have been onto something.
Yeah. Is it like a narc rap move? Sure. Was he correct? Sure.
Right. Well, also like Louis might have been trying to get him help at the time, but whatever.
True. This is the last clip, and it's Adam's had it.
Yeah. So this is like Adam's like, all right, let's wrap this. Let's put a bow on this, whatever this is.
You're the one with the crack team of fucking.
Yeah, you're the one with the crack.
Can you stop? I'm not doing crack. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Oh, you think you really think I'm doing crack?
No, but you seem, altered a little.
Because I smoked pot.
What do you do? What do you do? You do pot? Any alcohol? Got something in the cup there?
Oh, from my Elon Musk Starbucks?
No. Alcohol?
Wait, does Elon makes the Starbucks company?
He does?
Well, I'm asking.
No, I don't think so.
Well, who makes Starbucks?
This is a guy. This is what you say as you're like putting your friend into bed. You're like, no, yes, buddy. Elon makes Starbucks. Very good.
This is Andy Dick's way of being like, hopefully he forgets what he asked me.
Guy's name.
No. Well, why is it black?
Yeah, I don't know. All right. What else did Wesley Euro?
He tries to get back into questions. Yeah. So shortly after that, Adam's just like, all right, Andy, good to see you. It's been a pleasure. Probably the last time we'll ever see each other. But yeah, I don't know. That like it stood out to me. Andy Dick in general is a train wreck. I think that's kind of his whole thing. But that seemed above and beyond even his norm, you know?
Yep. And really quick here, Darth Nugs gifted one Blind Mike Project membership.
Thanks,
and Charlotte Prolific, $5. While entertaining, I disagree with going forward on a non-sober interviewee. I think Adam should have canceled the interview. It's kind of
it's Andy Dick.
Yeah.
You know? Like what like I get what you're saying, but like are people gonna be like, what, Andy Dick was fucked up?
Actually, yeah. Rodrigo in the chat says he sounds like he took 3 Xanax bars. He did throw pill bottles into the bag earlier.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but it's also like, I mean, Andy's an adult, you know? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's on him.
He has people with him filming him. Like, I don't know. There's only so much help he can give a human being.
It was referenced earlier, but the Steve-O one was also different because he looked like he was going to kill himself.
I will say this in Carolla's defense also. It gets worse as it goes on.
Yeah.
So I guess the argument would be more like maybe Adam shouldn't have released it. But like at first, the voice is jarring, but he doesn't seem fucked up. And then towards the end, it seems like he's like shit-faced. Right. So I do think maybe he was drinking during it or something, because that's not just based on his behavior.
Yeah, he's fucked. He's so fucked. Where to now, Michael?
What do we have left? Steel Tone, Stuttering John, the big two.
The big two.
Let's talk Stuttering John first, shall we?
Absolutely.
Because I want to get to this. More predictions. Right again. I believe I am officially taking the title as Duke of the Dabbleverse. John is no longer the Duke. The Duke has been seized, and I have taken the crown as Duke of the Dabbleverse because everywhere this guy goes, I may not see much, but I'm always watching you, John. This guy cannot make a move. He can't purchase property, whether by land or by sea. I am on this guy like glue. So, your reign is done, my friend. Mike Geary, the official Duke of the Dabbleverse, finally. I've taken your title, John, and you ain't getting it back. So, let's get into... should we start with this boat stuff?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, shout out to our boy, Mike's shitty internet provider. I didn't make a comment about this fucking boat. I don't know if it's John's or not. But I do appreciate being injected into this story. If I could make a request of you people, every time John does anything, I'll let you guys be creative. I won't dictate how you go about it, but insert me into every storyline. Tell John that I have predicted something that applies to whatever he talks about and make me look right. Because I am right now currently 2 for 2 in having no interest in a topic of John's.
Yeah.
And yet somehow it turns out I'm right about it, even though I never gave an opinion.
And it's also funny because he kind of like will sort of talk about it, but he assumes the Fed is in your back pocket.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's hear John. If you don't know.
Oh, it's happening. Penis Wrinkle just said in the chat, consider it done. So.
Penis Wrinkle, I love you, buddy. Oh, Penis Wrinkle, we'll get to you, you slippery son of a bitch.
Milk John's mom, $2. Your wish is my command.
Thank you, boys. Though, you know what? Those are our top 2 official Stuttering John correspondents.
That's right.
They do great work, and frankly, I'm honored to have them on my side. I'm a little starstruck hearing them in my chat. But I appreciate them being on Team Geary and inserting my name into these John controversies, if you will.
Kim Trail just says Mike is the Oracle of the Dabbleverse, which is that's a sick title.
That is a great title. I'll accept it. I do want to take Duke of the Dabbleverse from John, though. That is my official goal right now.
Okay, make sure you insert Mike into every story and say he's the real Duke.
I am the Duke. I am officially the Duke of the Dabbleverse, and John has lost his title. Which, for some reason, will really annoy him. I don't know why. It's idiotic, but it tickles me.
HACKRIDE, stop putting that Duke clip he puts at the beginning of his shows. Oh, that's the Duke. In our intros, please.
Next week, it's a must. Not after that, but next week it would be very funny, yes.
I think for a month.
God damn it. I just hate hearing it so much.
Oh, that's the Duke, man.
What's great about that, people pointed this out, that in that movie, the Duke dies.
Here we go.
By the way, don't do that if it gets us demonetized.
Yeah. I think it's short enough.
Yeah. All right, so what are we doing here?
This is the boat.
Oh, yes. So I should set this up if you aren't aware of the boat situation. John did a show from his boat, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. And then people started to say, John, that's not really your boat. I didn't have a take on this. Or did I? Do I know more than I let on? Am I always one step ahead of you, Johnny Cakes?
What's that?
Blind Mike has proof it's not your boat. You better just come clean. Yeah, you got me. It's not my boat.
I want to give Mike Shitty Internet Provider a credit again. I like the phrasing, John, just come clean. Play ball with us.
Shut up, Milk John's mom.
I'm sorry, Milk John's mom. I keep saying Mike Shitty Internet Provider. I apologize. Thank you, Milk John's mom. I like the phrase, like, hey, John, if you just tell us now, it's going to make it a lot easier on yourself. Just tell Mr. Geary what you've done.
I told you I didn't believe that it was yours either, even by the way that you were talking.
Thank you, Vince. I got an elephant sound. That's how you know I'm in the doghouse.
That's right.
But there's a little more, right? Like I'm jealous of him or something.
Totally.
Okay.
Milk John's mom again setting this one off.
Thank you, Milk John's mom. I apologize for getting your name wrong.
Milk John's mom, thanks for the $5. Blind Mike's emergency episode this Wednesday, interviewing the real owner of the boat. Good. Isn't it great, Vince, how jelly all these people are? Like, you know,
yeah, everyone was really, and that guy Kevin that you love.
So now, what's beautiful about this, and people are not giving me enough credit for this. People are not giving me enough credit for this.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, I was going to have the real boat owner on Wednesday. This next clip is from Wednesday. John was getting ahead of this story. Before I had a chance to interview the boat owner, John gets ahead of this.
This here. Wait, was that another clip?
Yes, sir.
The only other one I have is
I quote tweeted that clip with another video.
yeah, that was 2 different clips. Is there another one there?
Yes.
Oh, let me find it. I didn't know there was 3 videos. I thought there was 2 in that one. Yeah, I get it right here.
Well, guys, remember my big setup for it, and then pretend this was seamless. If you go to the quote
Mom,
tweets, there we go.
Is this the one? Or did I
Milk
play
John's mom on the ball again.
Or is this the one?
Yeah, and these guys got me because I didn't buy a boat. I was on my friend's boat.
You're such an asshole. So you lied to me about that too?
Yeah, I was just fucking around. You know, I mean, I can't afford a boat.
Now, here's where things get really interesting. He tells Vince he can't afford a boat because legally he owes Vince money.
That is interesting.
Vince has settled with him for an undisclosed amount of money, and John on his shows has been asking Vince to relinquish him of his payments. He's, Vince, you got plenty of money. Why you need to shake me down for this payment? And Vince is going like, well, I mean, I guess we could push back the payment if you need a little more time. And John's like, why even push it back? You got plenty of money. Why you need my money? So now he's saying things like, Vince, I'm poor. I can't afford a boat. Then on Friday, Clay Dabbler is on. And he goes, Clay, I heard Kevin saying I can't afford a boat and I'm poor. Why are these guys so jelly? It is my boat. So every day, it either is or isn't his boat. Which, who gives a fuck?
Who wants to fucking want a boat anyways?
John either has a boat and will be a disastrous boat owner. It will be chaotic. It will be an abomination what John does to and on that boat. Or it's not his boat. Who gives a shit?
I like to bring the ladies to international waters.
But John, there are no rules.
No rules.
But John is so fixated on he needs both to not pay Vince and for people to think he has money. So he thinks the best way to go about that is when Vince isn't on the show, he's like, it's my boat. Then when Vince is on the show, he's like, it's not my boat. As if Vince will not see the other clips.
Or get them sent to him 1,000 fucking times.
So he's a real brilliant. So guys, I was trying to think of the best angle. I have heard rumors. If you want to give me credit for this, please do. But I will credit Tukey. Tukey has sources that suggest it is his mother's boat. His mom bought the boat and essentially gifted it to John because John has terrible credit and no money. So some people think the boat is in John's mom's name so that Vince can't take it legally, I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah. There's also speculate. Listen, I don't want John to go to jail, but this is where it gets murky for me. I don't know if I want to include myself, but what the hell? I heard Carl talking about this, where John may be committing mortgage fraud by having the house in his mother's name and openly saying, yeah, I did that just because my mother has better credit, but it's my house. I used her credit so that I could get the house, but I actually can't afford it.
Is that illegal?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, in theory, the mom could buy the house and let John live there.
Right.
So I don't know. It might be more
if the payments aren't getting made, then there's probably more of a case.
Exactly, yeah. I don't think John's got to worry. I looked it up. The maximum sentence is 30 years in prison. I don't think John has to worry about that. But if you want to say that I'm speculating, feel free. Feel free to let John know that I have predicted the maximum jail sentence. So we have one more clip from Twitter before we get to John's actual show.
That's right.
This is Rob Saul, yes?
Yes, right.
It seems Rob was a little unhappy with our coverage of him.
Milk John's mom again, by the way.
Milk John's mom, you son of a bitch. You've done it again.
What?
Blind Mike, they sent me a clip of him yesterday. I don't watch Blind Mike, but they send me a clip, and I
don't watch Blind Mike. Here's my reaction to me watching him.
I do like how everyone always has to throw that in there.
I don't watch it, but I'm going to react really angrily about it.
Get real specific.
I'm going to be specific. I'm going to overreact to it and show that I'm obsessed with it. But also, I don't watch this horse shit, you know?
I do like his shirt.
What is it?
It's a Trumpomania shirt, like Hulk Hogan's.
That's fun. It's fun.
Got through 7 minutes of it. It was a half-hour clip, but the guy Rob Saul.
Oh man, we must have really sucked that day. Oh, Rob didn't like the clip of us making fun of him? Damn it.
I'm surprised by that.
Shit! That was the only view I wanted.
Nothing to the conversation. Rob Saul is not funny. Rob Saul doesn't have to find this show funny. Rob Saul has
also
two choices.
true.
He can either turn this show off or he can come back with insults that we find funny. Like
Hold on. I want to clear something up. Rob said I said he has two choices. I don't remember if I said that verbatim.
I can't believe you gave him an ultimatum, dude.
If I did, I want to clear something up because that's very irresponsible of me to suggest that. He has a third choice to not give a fuck about what I say.
It's true.
He is also allowed that. What I should have clarified is like if Rob wants to be entertaining, those were his options. But he can do whatever the fuck he wants. Like this is like the argument I had with Mick, where it's like Mick was angry because I said like he has to do this. I was speaking in hyperbole. I get you don't have to do anything.
That's right.
You know, like do whatever you want, Rob. I was just giving my opinion, and I apologize for suggesting you do an entertaining show. That was wrong of me, and I say, live free, my friend. Do as you wish.
Of what I have, like Blind Mike, nobody watches your show. Yes.
Hold on a second. I'm not gonna. Can we go to Rob's YouTube channel, please?
Oh. Mike's dropping nuts on the table right now.
What?
Here we go.
I just want to see something.
How many subscribers he has, possibly?
That's okay.
What is it, Rob? Just Rob Saul?
I think it's Saul Show or Rob Saul Show. Hey, believe me, it'll come right. Type in Rob Saul, it'll come right up.
Saul Show.
Yeah.
Saul Show. Yep, I see it. I'm looking right at it.
How many views did the last video get? What? How many views does the last show get? It's no big deal.
196.
Cool. All right, let's continue. 196,000?
Nope.
196 what?
You're not.
Hold on. Whoa. Hold on. 196 what?
Views.
That can't be right. Okay, well, go down one. What did the other videos get?
400.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yep.
400 what?
Views?
That can't be right. Craig, you're missing some digits here.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope, I'm not.
Keep going.
5,000.
What do you talk about?
Keith Howland interview.
Really? When's that from?
A year ago.
Oh, good. All right. So Rob is really pumping out content. That's good.
Yep.
Hey, good for Rob. Get Keith Howland back on because it seems like times have been grim ever since. Go to his live. Can we go to the live tab? Maybe post more regularly there.
He posted a video that's not of him. It's someone else playing music.
Oh, nice.
That got 1.5.
Nice. Okay, that's good, Rob. Nice. Nicely done. 1.5 thousand is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
He has a video called Kevin Brennan Tells a Norm Macdonald Story.
Ooh.
So that got 10,000 views.
When's that from?
3 years ago.
Oh, okay. All right. Can we get a little more recent, please?
No, actually. Let me see.
Why not?
Go live. Okay, 11 days ago. This is under the live tab. I was looking under videos.
Okay.
682 views.
Okay, so Rob's killing it. Yeah. I'm not gonna do this with you, Rob. No one watches me. Sure. It's fine. Let's continue.
Of what I have, like Blind Mike, nobody watches your show. Yes, I will turn it off. I got through 7 minutes of it. You're not funny. You're not talented.
Who is he?
Okay, that was That was my biggest issue with this whole thing.
Who is he? John, you challenged me to an IQ test. You bet me that I didn't know who you were selling your house, and then proved me right, even though I was kidding. These two fucking morons.
It's something that people send to me, but he's telling me, like, well, first of all,
I'm not telling you anything, Rob. I've never spoken to you in my life. I've never told you anything. I don't know you.
You should come on the program, though.
I know who you are, Rob, because you're so famous. You've gotten up to 600 views this year.
Did I mention that I do like his shirt?
Yeah, Rob, go back to do it. Whatever that 10,000 view video was, just keep doing that. If you want to brag about having more views than me.
I got here from interviewing people. I was on CBS radio from
here. Hold on.
I did.
Hold on. Where?
All the way there.
On a live stream with a drunken fucking moron
who dyes his hair.
Do you think John was sifting through your resume, you jackass? Oh, yes, Rob, I see you've interviewed on the CBS morning show. Yes, Rob, you're not fucking James Lipton, okay? You're not Mike Wallace. You're not a great interviewer. I know Keith Howland got you up to 5,000 views, and that was very exciting. But you're not anywhere, Rob. Don't act like you're better than me. We looked at your channel. You're fucking killing it, brother. Someday I hope to have that many views.
That's right.
I just wish. But, Rob, don't do this. Don't list your resume. When Stuttering John does it, at least he is including the Howard Stern Show, the biggest radio show of all, the Tonight Show, massive late night show. At least he is including those two things that he did contribute to, by the way. Say what you want about John. He was on both of those. That cannot be disputed. And he was a big part of the Howard Stern Show. Does it happen exactly how he remembered it? No. But at least when John lists off his resume, there are things on there that I've heard of. Let me hear how Rob got here to this status.
I do like how Rob Saul sucks so much shit that you're defending John.
Well, he's like, listen, son. This is how you get to my level. This is how you get to be Rob Saul.
First of all, what am I supposed to be? I got here from interviewing people. I was on CBS radio from interviewing people, and that's what I did. I did interviews. Some got featured and written about in print. I never claimed...
Again, I don't like doing this. Google my name and Rob Saul's name. I don't know. Whatever.
This is delightful.
I've never once done this. But you do that on your own if you like. Let's
see what happens.
Build myself as a comedian. I think people get confused because I've worked with Bob Levy and I ended up...
Oh, Rob, there is no confusion, my friend. I have never for a minute thought you were a comedian. If I said that or insinuated it, I apologize. I was way off base. I never thought you were a comedian, and if I suggested that at all, I apologize to not just Rob, but this audience for misleading them in such a terrible fashion, guys. If any of you have grievances, I'll Venmo you for the damage I caused. Because if you went to Rob Saul's content thinking he was a comedian, that is completely on me, and I owe you something. We'll discuss it offline. But
I feel like this episode's going to have to be called "Mike Hates Rob Saul."
So they're like, "Oh, this guy's supposed to be a comedian."
Nope.
I never heard him say anything funny. Like, no, I've never billed myself.
Oh, Bob.
Oh, you too.
Blind Mike. Yeah, he's telling me like everything that.
Again, Rob, I'm not telling you anything. I don't know you. Take my advice. Don't take it.
Heard some nasty rumors about this fella, though.
I don't give a shit. Yeah, Rob, enjoy your dog and your aunt. I know that that's not funny at all.
Your uncle.
But whatever you do behind closed doors is fine. I'm not telling you anything. I don't know you. I do a show. You can choose to listen to it. You can choose to react to it and have fun with it and make fun of me, or you can get really angry about it like you're doing here. Either way, totally up to you. That's fine. What I'm petrified of is the raw number of human beings that will see Rob make fun of me. That's terrifying. Is the army that will come after me after Rob talks about me on his show. That's where, once I get to Rob Saul's level, I mean, I'll spend the night watching all of his historic interviews. Those are all terrific. For CBS. I interviewed people for... What, was it 60 Minutes, Rob? Where were these fucking interviews? I interviewed people for CBS.
Diablo sandwich, $5. Hey, Rob, has Dave Portnoy ever said he hates your guts? I don't think so.
There you go. Well, that's why I don't like doing that. It's like if you Google me, it's just a guy throwing a wallet at my face, but it's like, let's not play this game of who do more people know, Mike Geary or Rob Saul. We're both losers in that game, Rob. But I think if you want to have the competition, I'm willing to do it.
How I need to react to his show. I don't even want to react to your show. People come on.
Hold on. We're about to hear exactly how few people watch my show when compared to Rob's. Let's see. I guess I'm the program director of the Rob Saul show because this is why Rob has to react to my clips.
And send me clips. And they super chat me and they watch because they like to get me riled up and reacting to clips. I'm not watching your show, Blind Mike.
If you don't want to get riled up by super chats, turn them off. Half of these ones just call me a pedophile. I'm rip roaring mad, dude. Like, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
I am not. That's why people do. They send it. If my audience said to me and they're like, we don't give a fuck what you think about this Blind Mike clip, I would say, good. I'd turn it off. I do it because that's what they want to see, and they want to see me get riled up.
Really? Oh. They want to see me. That's really interesting, Rob. I will tell you, and this might shock you because of all your great interviews, Rob. Do you know how often people have messaged me and said, Mike, you need to react to this Rob Saul clip?
How many times?
Rob, it's less than 0. No, people are probably annoyed that I'm talking about you. No one gives a fuck about you, Rob. I'm fascinated by you because you act like this. You make a fool of yourself on the internet. I find it funny and worth talking about. But if you don't want to talk about me, that's fine. Now, the difference between you and me is I can see a half-hour clip of you and make magic out of it somehow. I can actually, believe it or not, somehow, against all odds, make it entertaining. Whereas you sit there for 7 minutes through a half-hour clip of me, and you're like, people find the guy funny? Why? I don't get it. All right. Moving on. Rob, literally, the last time we talked about you, the people on your show liked me. So don't do this game of like, I have so many more views than like, that's silly, Rob. What are you doing?
The amount of people that watch his videos are currently watching live.
No one knows who I am. It's fine.
That's true. I can't.
But by the way, no one does know who I am. Statistically, the Earth does not know Mike Geary. But I don't know that Rob Saul's percentage is that much higher.
I was not expecting Redline Mike today, dude.
Why? What do you mean?
I wasn't expecting you to get mad like this. This is nice.
I'm not. It's just silly.
No, you sound happy.
It's just very silly.
No sense of humor. He's just nothing.
Holy shit! Is that you? Oh no, it's him.
Blind Mike. You're terrible.
And meanwhile, what has Blind Mike done?
I don't know. His fucking
John, I got news for you. If you look up the clips of me and think they're stupid, I have news about your career, my friend. I am you in modern times. A rich, entertaining Jew found me and used me for my disability. Sound familiar, John? You fucking idiot.
Even work. I mean, it's crazy.
John liked that one.
Fix your fucking eyes before you worry about my sense of humor.
Well, unfortunately, Rob, I can't. It's the damnedest thing. It actually isn't a matter of hard work. I wish I could just roll up my shirt sleeves, but there's more to it than that.
At least he's proving he's not a comedian.
Yeah, no, this is very funny. Well, fix your eyes. I can't. Damn it.
Hey, your eyes are stupid.
Damn it, he got me. I didn't wait, Rob, don't expose that. I didn't want anyone to know I'm blind. That's very hurtful. was hoping no one would mention it.
Got a couple super chats here.
Okay, before we get to John and Ojeda.
Oh yeah, we need a palate cleanser. We gotta have fun with that clip.
Absolutely, yes.
Starberry, $50.
Whoa, thank you, buddy. That's too kind.
I wonder what John will name his boat. I know his ex-wife named her boat Inward Lover.
I don't know about that. Would be a ridiculous name for a boat.
Getty Van Halen, $5. Love the show, Mike. Andy Dick is always entertaining for better or worse.
That's fair. Yeah,
Mhm.
and that clip is probably not wildly different from a lot of Andy Dick interviews.
I'm gonna say Ray.
Oh boy.
PER, but
Yep.
$5.
What's your partner?
Don't get the Rob Saul hate. His show is
Craig's last name is Mouth.
My last name's Mouth.
Yeah.
Don't get the Rob Saul hate. His show's a barking good time. Dog emoji. All right. Ojeda.
So I was excited. So while Craig did not allow us to react to Richard Ojeda on Friday night, I thought let's at least get some on Sunday because this is really the Ojeda that we like.
Oh yeah.
On Ojeda Live, sometimes Richard is more subdued and reserved.
He doesn't see the chat anymore.
On John's show, he lets loose. So let's hear these imbeciles react to the election. I love Richard.
Immediately get into office.
Yeah, he's maybe the nicest person that is the angriest at the same time.
He's a very nice man, but this is wild.
And everything is going to be pushed back to 2029. Donald Trump's not going to live to 2029.
Okay, well, hold on.
We would be drinking right now.
Remember the guy after Trump got shot? We played his clips, and he was like, "Hey, we're not going to do this through violence. Violence is not the answer." Well, it seems that's gone. He's just wishing death on the man.
I think he thought that Kamala was going to win at that time. He was trying.
Thought Kamala was going to win at 10 p.m. Tuesday night.
That's true.
I'm going to tell you right now, folks. There's a lot of things that are going to happen. You know, if you guys paid attention, Fox News started about 2 days before the election. Fox News. And Ben Carson was even on Fox News. And they were showing videos of Donald Trump where he was trying to reach the handle of the garbage truck and he kept missing it with his hand.
Any of this, Craig, you're a big political guy, news guy. Any of this sounding like a familiar tactic to you?
Sure does.
You're not going to I'm not joking. You're going to think I'm tagging that.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to you, John started this episode by playing a clip of Rachel Maddow, and John's opinion is that the election was rigged. They're really doing that now.
At least in our defense, there is a voter amount discrepancy from this one and last time.
They're like, John's like, oh, it'd be great if John was like, you know what we should do?
Mm-hmm.
January 6th isn't that far away. What if we storm the Capitol? It's just all the same. Like they just condemned everyone last time, and now they're just doing the same shit.
I don't think the left when they do that because Kamala has to finalize the election on January 6th.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that day to see.
It would be it would be fitting of this country to do a reboot. This time it's the girls.
Yeah, there's gonna be someone
lady version of storming the Capitol.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lady with a pussy hat stealing a podium.
Yeah. This time it's Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
Talking about, well, you know, something's up here, something's wrong. It's Donald Trump. Do we need to really pay more attention to his medical history?
Oh God.
Ben Carson was even saying that. And you think to yourself, why would Ben Carson ever talk about anything like that? And the reason why, and I'm be honest with you, I mean, like I said, you can go back, you can research this, you can look at Fox News.
Research this.
I think
research is Donald Trump going to die?
Donald Trump missed a door handle and then opened it and got in fine. Joe Biden falls down Air Force One's fucking steps.
Well, you at home, Craig is obviously ignorant and doesn't want to do research. Just go Google, is Donald Trump going to die before 2020? Do your research, gang.
I would maybe hold off from fucking typing that out on your computers. Just think
do as you want. It's only entertainment here.
Absolutely going to happen in the very, very near future.
It's absolutely going to happen
He's
in the very, very near future, possibly tomorrow.
As he's wearing a shirt that says "Size Matters" with bullets with different calibers.
Is he really?
Yes.
That's great. What a completely wild shirt to be wearing when you have the political takes that Richard has.
So threatening this guy because he called him what do you call him again? I forget.
Oh, a wacko.
A wacko.
It gets brought up in this episode. I don't have the clip, but they did bring it up in this episode.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know what we're talking about, Richard Ojeda voted for Trump in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ojeda was a state senator at the time. And I guess during some speech in West Virginia, Trump referred to Ojeda as a wacko. And Richard has been on a vendetta against him ever since.
I don't know if you can see his shirts and his medals and stuff. You would think he votes the other way. From everything that comes
It's
out
just
of his
his
mouth.
Demeanor, yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
The military.
Honestly, John too, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, considering some of the clips we have of him.
Yeah, yeah.
But here they are talking about brown people.
This could be the most racist thing I've ever heard in my life. And it's said by a Democrat, John Melendez.
I'll tell you this right now. Ron DeSantis here in Florida is getting rid of all the brown people. And now to build the house, it's costing way more to put a roof on because you don't have those brown people putting on the roofs.
Hold on a second. So what John is saying is we're losing our slaves.
Did you ever see the video of Kelly Osbourne on The View doing something similar?
No.
They were talking about deporting people, and she seriously goes, "Trump, who's going to clean your toilets?" And everyone's like, "Oh, Jesus, fuck!" And she's like, "I don't mean it like that."
John is saying, well, we don't have the people that we pay dirt anymore. So now it's going to be more expensive to build your homes. Our slaves are gone. It's good that John lives in the South now because his opinions are lining up with a certain civil war that was centered around the same issue.
Now the homes are going to go up. Now, is that good for me? Sure.
Wait, what?
He owns a home.
But Craig, you're glossing over a major part of that sentence. Let's go back to the beginning, shall we? Now, John, let's Tarantino this thing a little. John asked, "Is that good for me?" Let's go back to the beginning of this clip. Is what good for you, John?
I'll tell you this right now. Ron DeSantis here in Florida is getting rid of all the brown people.
That's good for you? Can someone splice that together, please?
Chef's kiss. Mwah.
They're getting rid of all the brown people. Is that good for me? Sure.
Absolutely. Where's my fresh produce on the side of the highway?
House, it's costing way more to put a roof on because you don't have those brown people putting on the roofs.
Why does he keep saying brown people? That sounds so...
Richard, it's really unfortunate that they're getting rid of all these browns, so I can't pay them nothing.
Would it make more sense if I said illegal aliens? Sure.
It pains me to say that Richard has had this exact same point. Actually, I'm sure John is stealing this take from Richard. But, like, it's so crazy for your defense of the border. Whatever you think about immigration policy, what it's fine to me, have whatever stance you want. I don't give a shit. The one stance I will push back on a little bit is if you're like, we need these fucking dirt people here so we don't have to pay them anything. That I will submit is a little over the line.
Imagine if Trump said this.
Well, what would they do if Trump was like, you know what? I'm actually tearing down the wall. He's like, no wall, no more borders, because we need people that we can pay nothing.
Oh,
what would they do?
They would start saying the SP word to describe all of them. And they're just going the complete other way.
For less money. So now the homes are going to go up. Now, is that good for me? Sure.
Get him out of here. Now, finally, I can go into those neighborhoods I was afraid of.
Less traffic.
You goes up.
I won't have to hold on to my wallet anymore when I'm walking around town.
No more paparazzi at Home Depot, as I like to call it.
That good for those young families who are starting out who want an affordable house. No, it is not.
No.
So let me get this straight.
Yep.
If I build a house, I have to hire an illegal immigrant so that I can pay them nothing.
Yeah.
And that is the progressive stance.
He's only progressive because he can't afford anything.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, with a take like that, you would think John is a Republican. With the way they paint these two sides.
Yeah.
But it's I guess lack of brown people in the country is good for John, but he's thinking about the rest of us, which is very nice.
Next we have Poor Girl.
I don't remember what this is.
I'm sure it's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
MAGA, let me tell you something, you idiot.
Oh, hold on. I do remember. Imagine young ladies out there. I'm sure a lot of women listen to this show. For you gals out there, imagine you're at the gym. John Melendez shows up, and you think, oh my God. Is that the Stuttering John from the Howard Stern Show and the Tonight Show?
What a beefcake.
I better strut my stuff a little bit.
That's right.
Hopefully he'll take me home. Well, for you gals thinking that, dress accordingly, because this man has a certain set of standards that he will not stray from.
Like, I was in the gym today, Army Majors. I know you were as well. And there was a woman.
Hold on. They live in different states.
It's so funny because you look at John, you're like, he hasn't seen the gym in like 5 years. Richard looks like he lives there.
They live in different states. I was at the gym. I know you were there too, Richard. Not at the same one. Richard's not going to be like, yeah, I saw all this go down. What does it matter that you were at different gyms?
I know you were at the gym because I was at your house with your wife. It's a compliment.
It was attractive. And I was on the treadmill, and then she was walking past the treadmill, and she was in my age bracket. And then I saw she had a Trump band shirt on. And let me tell you, I'm speaking metaphorically, but my dick went limp.
Oh, no.
I cannot support a woman who is voting against her own fucking reproductive rights.
Can I suggest? Hold on. Reproductive rights. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Did you hear him a minute ago when he said she's in my age bracket?
Mm-hmm.
John, I don't know. I don't know how old you think you are. A woman in your age bracket has seen a few winters. If you know what I mean. I don't know how ripe those eggs are.
So you're telling me that he's either lying about this happening or the girl is like 12.
Well, John's saying in my age bracket, that would mean she's fucking 60.
My age bracket is 22 to 45.
No, as we know, he would never fuck a woman younger than his daughter.
Oh, bullshit. If Selma Hayek was wearing a Trump shirt, he'd be all up in that.
I just can't do it.
Yeah, uh-huh.
My morals and OCD won't allow me to.
Not support a woman who is voting against her own fucking reproductive rights. You scum fuck.
Yep.
Do you hear that out there? That's the sound of women closing their pussies for business and saying, well, what's the point even then? If Prince John won't fuck us, then why bother? You can hear the moisture evaporating.
Here we have Penis Wrinkle.
My guy. Penis Wrinkle
is everywhere.
I'm glad he's on our side, quite frankly.
Yes.
Because otherwise, I'd probably be going to court with this guy. Yes. I think Penis Wrinkle has found yet another nemesis. And his name is Richard Ojeda.
That's how come they fucking lose so much.
I just think it was really odd on Major that Trump.
Hey, Penis Wrinkle, I'll take.
Just so everyone who's just listening knows, there's a super chat on the screen for $2 from Penis Wrinkle that says, "How many holes did you punch in your wall, Major Midget?"
That's not. I gotta say that's not that bad.
Anything against him it sets him off.
Yeah, but of all the things, like people are talking about like Richard's, which by the way I don't promote, but people are like talking about Richard's daughter in the chat and stuff like that. Of all the things for Richard to get mad at, this seems pretty mild.
I mean,
but how dare Richard interrupt what I'm sure was about to be a brilliant point?
Well, I'll tell you what, if you ever find me, walk up to me and say, "Hey, I want you to know I was the guy on Stuttering John that was talking shit about you," I bet you money you won't fucking put a hand on my fucking shoulder, because I'll beat the makeup off your fucking ass.
Hold on. How would that bet go? So you guys are going to agree to an amount now.
Do you know why he said that?
Beat the makeup off your ass?
Because his avatar is It the Clown.
No, I didn't understand. I thought it was just a folksy Southern.
I did too the first time, but now I'm like, oh, It the Clown is the avatar for being.
Oh, I meant to add that to the Richard Ojeda drinking game, by the way. If you could jot that down. Folksy Southern turn of phrase.
Oh, you just want. I got to get a fucking 18 rack for this game.
Get your liquid IVs.
To fucking, but you know, I mean, Major, you have to laugh at these people.
I know it. They're just a bunch of pussies.
This was what Brian and I was laughing about yesterday, because these are the idiots that are going to get fucked.
I know.
Yes, I have heard Penis Wrinkle is being deported, unfortunately. It was the shame. I couldn't believe he was the first to go, but Trump actually pointed him out by name and said, "Penis Wrinkle's gone."
Yeah, I'm being corrected. It was Pennywise, not It the Clown. Sorry, I'm not.
Well, same idea. I get it.
It's the same clown.
Yeah.
Next we have Cheap.
This was disappointing for my guy, Richard. I don't like when people talk to super chatters. Like, it actually offends me for you guys. I'm very brave to take this stance. But, like, genuinely, if you're doing a show, I do not get this take. And John has done it. Aaron Imholte has kind of rubbed against this point. And I don't like hearing Richard do this.
Yeah, he doesn't do super chats on his show, does he?
No, God, no. Could you imagine?
I would love it. I would never miss the show.
That would be great. Come and find my ass. Oh yeah. So how would that bet work? Like they agree to an amount now.
Mm-hmm.
Then Richard beats the shit out of Penis Wrinkle. And then he's like, "All right, but now that you've had the snot beat out of you, here's the $500 I owe you."
Snarky 2, thanks for the fiber. This is a fascinating look inside an insane asylum rec room. Time for medication, boys. Really?
See, so far, I pause it here. Stuttering John is reacting correctly.
Sure. Yeah, if it ended right there, absolutely. Yeah,
Yes.
like you laugh. If someone said that about my Rob Saul rant, we would laugh. It's fun.
Penis Wrinkle in the chat says he thinks I'm actually a clown. Which is great.
You listen here. Whatever one of your kids' birthday parties you're working, I'll show up.
I would love to see Ojeda just deck a clown that's in the middle of making a balloon dog.
Hey man, yeah. Hey man, I don't care how many handkerchiefs you pull out of your pocket. You ain't gonna squirt me with that little flower you got, son.
Hey, let's get about.
He's got the bottle of seltzers. Spraying Ojeda in the face. What a fight.
Ojeda's beating him with a big shoe.
That he took out of like a hand purse.
50 more of you people to throw stones at us and add. Matter of fact, fuck that, John. Don't open another fucking comment unless they put at least $10 on it.
I know. It is kind of cheap.
Cheap friggin' assholes. You guys are trying to talk all kinds of shit.
I do not understand this argument.
They're giving you money.
I've never like if I'm on the street and I see a guy walk up to a bum with a tin cup out and throw him $2, I've never thought to myself, what a cheap prick.
No.
Like if you just go up to someone, like if someone walked up to me and said, "Here you go, you drunken deadbeat," and handed me $5, I would think a lot of things. I would not think, what a cheap bastard. It's such a bizarre take that they're cheap for giving him money for nothing. John is providing nothing to them, and they're giving him money. And they're like, "Oh, you cheap son of a bitch."
Ojeda's going to be madder than a rattlesnake with a toothache when Penis Wrinkle pulls the disappearing ink trick.
Do you think when Richard punches Penis Wrinkle, is his bow tie going to spin around and around and around?
In his shoes?
Oh, you can muster up to $1.99 to throw a stone? The fuck out of here.
Oh, and my mother says hi. Mom, I didn't block you. I had to put it in.
Hold on. He blocked his mother.
His mom was like, Trump rules.
Johnny, I can't see your show. Yeah, it'd be great if his mom was like, "I know that's not your boat, you deadbeat."
I think what's going to happen, though, is like the way the fight ends, you just hear like a whistling and there's a shadow on Ojeda and he just gets hit by an anvil. That's how
it's a slow version of the carnival music, like the Benny Hill music.
It's basically Roadrunner versus
slow,
Wile E.
daunting.
Yeah, it's basically just Wile E. Coyote versus Roadrunner.
Or no, here's what I was thinking of: the Jack in the Box. Dun 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 dun. And Richard Ojeda, Penis Wrinkle sneaking up behind him.
But he's got squeaky shoes.
All right, so let's get back to this. So, John's gimpy Halloween hand is actually John's mom, apparently. So let's hear this.
Oh, and my mother says hi. Mom, I didn't block you. I had to put it in members.
I was just mad at you. You only gave me $2, and I thought you were being kind of a cheap cunt.
What you said was going to set off my guest.
Ma, you typed L in the chat, and I was blocking everyone that gave me L's. He's still doing that, by the way.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's important.
If I don't Army Major, these jackaloons, they put L's in the chat.
Oh.
Now, would we drink for that? Because that wasn't him.
No. Well, this would only be Richard's show we'd be watching.
Yeah, doesn't he have like producers? What if anyone else says jackaloon? Is it just the word jackaloon?
I'll have to think about that.
This could be anybody.
I'll have to think about it. It's important.
They fuck up the chat so people can't comment. I mean,
by the way, guys, hey, hold on. I want to test this.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone type L in the chat right now. Do it right now. And subscribe, by the way, if you're not subscribed.
And like the video.
Yeah. All that. Do all of that. Like first, then subscribe, then type L in the chat. And Craig, I want you to monitor this. See if it fucks the chat up.
It has, yes.
Craig's computer just starts steaming.
There's a lot of L's in this chat right now.
Oh, no! We're going to be offline soon.
Mighty Horse, you typed 69. I'm going to block you for that.
Block Mighty Horse. He's a troll.
You can't listen to simple directions, a cheap fuck.
It would be so great if Craig's camera was getting foggy right now. It's just steaming over there.
Because a fire just happens.
Craig's like, there's an alarm going off. Craig's like, things are out of control here.
The only thing
start typing W's. Stat.
The only time the chat was ever truly fucked up was when Doom thought we wronged him.
Yes, which we would never do, by the way.
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose. No. I think we have a Doom clip coming up.
That's right. We sure do.
Doom's payer.
Fucking high school dropouts. That's what they do for kicks. Ooh, let me put an L. Let me put an L and fuck up John's chat. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Richard can barely muster a care.
He's like, I thought your mom was a fan of mine.
Ma, I only blocked you temporarily.
Here's our last Stuttering John clip before we get on to Aaron Imholte.
Oh, I think he continues this like you're a cheap prick thing.
Joke alert. Army Major sing the Lollipop Guild song. Oh yeah.
It's because he's tiny.
I like how John puts it up for $2. He's like, I can't believe it.
Anyways, here it is if you want to read it.
It's $2. Is that all you got? You freaking poor you failure at life. $2. Everybody's got $2. Is that all you got? Is $2?
Yeah, but no. Hold on, Richard. He doesn't just have. That would be an insane financial move.
It's 100% of my wealth.
If he gave John all of his money, if he only had $2 and gave it all to John, that would be psychotic.
Crazy.
No, it's a I suspect a very small portion of this man's money that he has given to John to call you tiny.
It's gonna be really funny to watch this guy get mad at a $2 comment.
I don't get it. Do you think like if Jerry Seinfeld buys a candy bar, does he pay $400 for it? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. Like, if you're rich, things still cost the same.
Yeah, I love that.
Is that all you people can muster? I mean, this is a fucking show here. $2? Damn. Put at least 5 on it. But
John's just so happy he's not being one saying it.
Well, no, I'll give you a little more in-depth analysis. I think John is happy because he thinks the Army Major is rallying people to be like, much like Steel Toe's goal, where people in the chat will be like, hey, I ain't poor. Here's $10. So John is very excited. He's like, oh, yes, these rubes are going to start paying me more.
And here's the thing, Army Major. After a while, we start calling the $10 people poor.
I keep thinking of Ojeda punching Penis Wrinkle in the nose, and it makes a squeaky noise.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like every time.
Like a toy gavel.
Penis Wrinkle is just bleeding out. He's like, you'll float too. He's bleeding like turquoise colors.
broke ass motherfuckers, man.
I know, dumbass Adams thinks it's $2. Kamala needs to be in the kitchen. Well, is that the kitchen for pickleball?
Oh, I left that in because it starts with John saying, "Bad joke alert," talking about the super chat that he got. Can we hear that again? What was that? What is there something in pickleball called a kitchen? Like, is that part of the court or the?
It beats me. I've never played a day in my life. I don't even know if I've ever seen a pickleball court.
Let me hear this again and see if I can figure it out.
Yeah, man. I mean, you some broke ass motherfuckers, man.
I know, dumbass Adams thinks it's $2. Kamala needs to be in the kitchen. Well, is that the kitchen for pickleball?
What does that mean?
Someone in the chat's got to know.
So even if let's try and break this down. If it is part of the rules of pickleball, if it's a reference to the game of pickleball, why bring it up there?
I assume if I'm gonna, the kitchen might be around.
Please enlighten us.
It might be around the net, if I was to guess.
Right, but why insert it? He said Kamala Harris belongs in the kitchen. Is she very good at pickleball?
Pickleball.
What is the reference? This is going to turn into a G.D. Fenderson analysis. We just spent 40 minutes trying to break this joke down.
The non-volley zone. It's a 7-foot area on either side of the net.
All right.
Pickleball. I was right.
Now type in Kamala Harris pickleball. Kamala Harris. I don't have to pronounce it right anymore. She's not.
No. She's. You never see her again.
She's a loser.
Yeah. She's never gonna run for office again.
Kamala Harris pickleball.
On Amazon. On Amazon, we got pickleballers for Kamala Harris pullover hoodie.
Well, that can't be it. I refuse to believe.
I kind of want to buy that and wear it for Jerry.
How much is it?
$31.
I'll pay for it. It's on me.
I don't think I could actually. I look at it and just.
You should wear it every episode until he notices.
The hell is that?
I saw Jerry did not like Bill Burr.
No, I messaged him a clip.
You're gonna see what my position is like.
I messaged him today in a clip of it, and I was like, "This isn't that bad."
The monologue?
Yeah.
It starts real weird. He seems like nervous.
Well, I mean, that's a big one right after the election.
Yeah.
I sent them. It was definitely a clip from the middle, but he was making funny jokes. I thought nothing like not.
I thought
his best,
no, definitely not. I think it's a weird spot for him. I don't know why they chose him.
Yeah, no, when he's talking about him getting shot and like all that stuff, I thought was pretty funny.
Honestly, like it's not like necessarily funny, but I kind of like Chappelle doing it, like just getting talked to about the state of the nation. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right, was that the end of John?
That was the end of John.
All right. Any chats before we get to Mr. Imholte?
JB50, $10. Craig is live from just outside his basement torture chamber. Okay.
It's true.
Yeah.
Nothing to laugh at or comment on. It's just a fact.
Rock Orb 2002, $5. As a Latinx who happens to have fair skin, I find it amusing that dumb libs like Stuttering John assume that we all look like Dora the Explorer.
Well, Rocco, you're out of here. And I got news for you. We're going to have to pay some white man to do your job now.
And Hulkamania gifted 5 Blind Mike Project memberships.
Well, thank you, buddy. That's very kind of you.
What a nice feller, I assume.
If you want to become a member, we'll be playing the Richard Ojeda drinking game later this week. You get early access and bonus content. So consider doing that on Patreon or YouTube. Also, a reminder, we're not hitting the goal this week.
Yeah.
But if you want to hit it in your own life, go to j37shop.com, where help them hit their goal. Our buddy Joe from Virginia. I don't know why I struggled getting that name out. But he has an eBay store that he is sponsoring this program with. Go to j37shop.com, find all kinds of electronics, collectibles, stuff you never knew you needed, and use my code, Blind Mike. That's my name.
Hey.
Blind Mike, all one word. And you get 10% off at checkout. So do that at j37shop.com. Now, as I said, we're not hitting the goal this week necessarily. It's more a look at Aaron's psyche. We're gonna Tarantino this one as well, where we're gonna go way back in time to an era before we really gave a shit about Steel Toe, when all the good soldiers out there were telling people like me, "You gotta check out this Steel Toe guy," and I was saying, "You're crazy. He seems like a fine broadcaster." Boy, was I wrong. So we're gonna go back to that time. Then we're gonna go all the way to Friday, where Nick Rekieta joined This Little Piggy on YouTube. And then we're going to go back another couple days. We're going to go back in time again. So stay with us here, folks, because we're taking quite the journey.
Hope I have this in the right order.
Well, let's do the ones from Real Media Player, our friend Real Media Player.
Yeah, let me double check which one that was.
Okay. So Real Media Player did a very, especially for someone like me.
Is this the one with April?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So this is a very good series that he has done that tells someone like me, who I wasn't well versed in the Steel Toe world back then. It's a great breakdown of. I don't know if it's every time Aaron mentions Nick Rekieta, or it's just like a compilation of Real Media Player's favorite moments or what. But he has like 5 hours worth of Aaron talking about Nick Rekieta before their lives blew up. And it's very interesting because a lot of it is from the time where Patrick Melton and Chad Zumock and a lot of the people in their chat were accusing them of being swingers and saying that April was addicted to drugs. And Aaron had a very interesting approach to reacting to that. And this is one thing that I found mesmerizing as I was watching that video. I actually found this before Nick Rekieta went on Carl's show the other day.
Oh, yeah.
I happened to find this clip, and I was just like, this is kind of funny given everything that's happened. And then Nick Rekieta made me even luckier by adding context to it. But let's hear how Aaron responded. People were saying, like, hey, Aaron's gay with Nick Rekieta. And Steel Toe found a very interesting way to deflect from this controversy.
It was just, shit gets away from you. That's all.
Sounds like it.
I went to the two girls. I go, you want a drink? And they said no. And Nick goes, ooh, me. And
I'm just picturing us using Nick as a luge now.
Yes, just throwing Angel's Envy bottles up his asshole.
Okay. By the way, when they were denied, they were saying, like, why are people saying we're swinging with each other? That's ridiculous. Like, they were making jokes about it as if to be like, wouldn't this be so crazy? Listen to what he launches into here to throw people off the scent.
First, so the spout is like so for us.
He's a goer.
right?
Yeah, he's a goer. And he says, you know what? I want to hurt. Make me feel like I've done something wrong. And then I shove the fat end of the Jameson or the Angel's Envy bottle up his anus. And he makes a weird sound. It's if I could try to recreate it when I Nick Rekieta with a whiskey bottle, fat end first. He makes this sound like it's a weird whimpery, but it's not loud, so it's not like overbearing.
Do you lube it first?
No, he demands I don't. He says I want.
It's very
Specific.
and long. Like he spends a lot of time on this. Right now, you might be saying, like, Mike, obviously he's joking. Sure, but it keeps going.
The way God wanted me to. He's a religious guy. You got to remember that about Nick. He is religious.
I actually hate the two of you now.
Yeah. So when I him with an angel,
she only hates one now.
Want to feel it. Jesus wanted me to feel it, and then
I'll literally take her anywhere so that her and I can avoid hearing that.
really,
Yes.
because this is the sound he makes.
I assume that's Johnny Crutches.
Probably.
You didn't know that.
I didn't want to.
This is me. Nick Rekieta with an Angel's Envy bottle. Not again in a
Please
friend.
don't.
We're friends. This is
No.
a friend way. This
is Aaron's way. Like, I wish someone described it to me better back then. Because I was like, oh yeah, he's a guy, he has a goal that's kind of lame, but I don't really give a shit about him. I didn't realize there was all this gold there.
I know.
I didn't realize. Someone should have told me he was doing this.
We were duped.
He did something wrong. This is a
He
friend.
wanted this?
Yes, this is when or any whiskey bottle, but Angel's Envy in particular. He seems
got it.
be partial to. I think it's the rectangular bottom versus the circular. He prefers it.
This is his approach to be like. So he's like, all right, so people in the chat are saying I'm gay. And in Aaron's world, that's like the worst thing you could be called is gay.
If anyone's curious why his shows are 4 hours long, too, here you go.
Yeah. So he's like, I gotta deflect from this gay stuff. I know. I'll lean into it. Meanwhile, everything everyone was saying was true. That's the psychotic part about all this. Is that like Patrick Melton was right. I remember thinking like, oh, this Patrick Melton guy. I was kind of like, fuck him. Because I was like, he's just accusing like these people of using drugs and like cheating on his wife. Like, why is he doing that? Like, to me, it seemed over the line. I didn't realize it was 100% accurate.
He had some great intel, didn't he?
I didn't realize it was to the teeth what was going on.
He's got some good sources.
I was like, why is this guy making all this shit up about these innocent people? But like, I guess Patrick Melton just watched enough to be like, yeah, there's something going on here. Because this is bizarre. Listen, he keeps going.
I'm not here to judge anyone.
He likes the square peg in the round hole.
Exactly. And it fits his personality. And here is, again, the sound he makes when I him. You didn't. I'm surprised you didn't know that. Theodore Roosevelt says
Well, there aren't a lot of breadcrumbs.
Yeah, she knows what it sounds like now.
I'm surprised you didn't know. They really left a trail. If these guys were criminal, there would have been fingerprints all over the place, fucking scuff marks on the floor. This would have been an investigator's dream of a crime scene.
That's what I always tell him. I go, I always whisper to him. I go, "You're my prince." And that, as I shove the bottle into his anus.
So this is where we're getting details that are like you said, very specific.
Mm-hmm.
Again, based on the size of a whiskey bottle, I'm sure it wasn't fully shoved up his ass. But there are other elements, like whispering things into his ear. What made you think of that, Aaron? That's oddly specific. Didn't add a lot to the comedy of this bit.
Get out of my wife.
If I have to fuck you in the ass, I will. Just exit her, please.
This is making you wet in any way, you're a disgusting piece of shit. If this is turning you on in any way, shape, or form, me, Nick Rekieta, with an Angel's Envy bottle.
And he means this.
Yes.
He's calling her a disgusting piece of shit for things she has done.
Sweet nothings into his ear. you need to go to church.
Now, are you speaking to me or them?
Everyone, but mostly you.
Well, then
Yep,
I plead the
he
fifth.
really was.
Oh boy. And she pled the fifth.
I whispered to him, I go, "Who's my little prince?"
Very weird in hindsight.
They're not going to know I'm serious.
They're going to think it's all a big joke. There's certainly no way I'll confess to a lot of things on my show in 6 months.
Really disgusting.
Really, it's something else, man. I tell you what, it's degenerate behavior.
I really never thought I'd get there in my life,
That's
you know?
for sure.
It goes on, by the way. There's a lot more.
Yeah, it was like a
Go-
20-minute video. I want to
Go watch Real Media Player. He has hours of that.
Yeah.
So next we get to our buddy Doom, who clipped this from this little piggy. Nick Rekieta, I guess, messaged Patrick Melton the other day and said, I'd like a link, please. May I come on the program to shit on Aaron?
Oh.
Now, what's that?
Nope, I got the wrong clips here. I had the.
Oh boy. Oh, Craig.
My fault.
Nick Rekieta, I don't know a lot about him. He doesn't see, like, I don't know his deal. I'm sure there's things he is less than truthful about. Aren't we all? You know?
Mhm. That's right.
But there is one thing I'll say, and for me, it actually has nothing to do with the gay stuff. We'll see Tukey react to this. I think he's very into the gay aspect of all this.
That's right.
What's interesting to me is something Nick admitted after this, and my message to Aaron would just be, maybe this is why you don't turn on people immediately, publicly.
Who know things?
Yeah. Maybe this is why, like, the day you have beef with someone, you don't play all your cards and expose everything you know about these people on day one. That might be risky because now the ball is in their court. You have nothing left, and they might have a few bullets in the chamber. So this is Nick on this little piggy with Tukey, Carl, Patrick Melton, and Moody.
Nick, Tukey here from Tukey Soup. First time, long time, hacka.
Hi.
Can you tell us whether or not Aaron does in fact know what your cum tastes like?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, I knew it.
No, that's good. That's good journalism by Tukey.
Carl looks too happy.
We'll get to Carl's reaction in a minute.
He's like, yay! Thank goodness.
I'm not the gay one anymore.
I like how you guys called out for the wood paneling. He's putting more and more stuff to cover it up.
Who's gay now, Aaron? No, that's good, solid journalism by Tukey. So let's hear. Maybe Nick continues.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, I knew it.
No.
Oh my god.
Carl, by the way, acting like Nick Rekieta just exposed that Iraq doesn't have nuclear weapons. Like it just changed the world. Carl's like, get out of town. Two guys fucked each other.
Get out of here.
No fucking way.
No further
No.
Tukey's out.
I'm not going to tell the story today. That story's not as, like, okay, so people have...
Tukey loves
He broke character.
Tukey's having some fun with this.
People have...
We shouldn't know this. Why do we know this?
People have speculated on what that story is, and the real story is both better and worse. And I will tell it, like I will do it when it's appropriate. I won't do it today. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be. Listen, I'm not trying to be a cockhole. Let me say this. Aaron has been
for all of us.
Aaron has been trying to get me arrested for witness intimidation like a fucking bitch. I never said anything.
That hurt Carl's heart. Oh, Nick, I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I mean, to be fair, he just dropped a nuke. So it's like, yeah, whatever you say, I'm going to be on your side.
Oh, my God.
Oh, jeez.
Let's not forget that Nick Rekieta was apparently doing this with kids in the house. And like, he's not a saint. And Carl's like, "Oh my stars, Nicholas! You had to go through that, you poor dear." All right, so hold on. Carl is rubbing his shoulders while he tells this story.
Trying to be a cockhole. Let me say this. Aaron has been
for all of us.
Aaron has been trying to get me arrested for witness intimidation like a fucking bitch. I never said anything.
Well, Carl has known this for months. Oh, that's devastating to me. I hate to see that happening.
Should suggest that Aaron should stop talking. I've never done anything to prevent it. I've sat there and let this man fucking disparage and defame me, my wife, and my girlfriend to fucking.
That's a great. Yeah, I'm sure he loved getting that one in.
Oh, he was looking so forward to saying that.
He was very excited to get to say that.
That's a
My
good one.
wife and my girlfriend. He did go on to say later. It was very weird. He said him and April aren't dating, but I love her. I wish we were. It was weird. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. But
Has he made fun of another woman in that love square?
what do you mean?
Is there someone else that it could have been that he
Oh
wasn't?
no, he was referring to April.
Okay,
but he's saying she was at the time his girlfriend.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm not saying a goddamn word about it for real. I've bitched about it and grumbled a couple times, but Jesus Christ, I have been remarkably constrained because I can't act.
To be clear,
that would.
I know you're not aware of this, Craig. I believe it's also a real media player again. Has an 8-minute clip of Aaron saying remarkably over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the title of the video is like, "There's hours of this."
Prevent him from potentially being a state witness. I don't want to prevent him from being a state witness. If that dumb fucker wants to get on the stand and talk, that'll be great, because I know what he actually said to the cops, and I know what he said to you guys, and I know they're different. And the funny thing is, you dumb motherfucker, I have the recordings because that's how court works. So I can prove all this eventually. But I'm going to wait till the whole process is done so you can't accuse me of somehow intimidating you, you little bitch.
I'm still just thinking of Carl's reaction. Like, I would have liked Carl to interview like OJ after he got arrested for stealing his stuff back.
Yeah.
Oh, juice. That's tough. That's terrible.
I'm trying to find this reaction again. Where the fuck is it?
Oh God. No, we don't have to hear it again. That's fine.
I'll
Was
put
it the
it
end
in-
of the clip?
Yeah, I got to put it.
If you can find it, let's hear it once more.
Let me see here. It has to go the outro, right?
I don't know if it's clear enough, but I want to hear how much it hurts Carl that Aaron's getting bodied like this.
Listen, I'm not trying to be a cockhole. Let me say this. Aaron has been
for all of us.
Oop, let me put the video back on the screen so everyone can see it. That's also part of it.
Instead of me.
Aaron's been trying to get me arrested for witness intimidation like a fucking bitch. I never said it.
It might be clear enough.
Oh, Nick, I'm so sorry.
Like a fucking bitch. I never said anything that should suggest that Aaron should stop talking.
Meanwhile, Carl's rubbing his hands together. Mwahaha.
Like a certain
Yes, Nick, keep going. It pains Carl so much that this is being done on his show. Oh no, Nick. So here's what was interesting to me. More than like the gays, I don't give a shit if Aaron fucked Nick or vice versa. Like, who cares? What was interesting to me, that I don't think enough people are talking about. Nick confirmed that Aaron headbutted April. That's a real story. And so that's where I'm like, oh, so this is just like a bad guy we're making. Like, now I have no guilt making fun of this guy. Where it's like he's just a shitty dude.
Oh, tell me, headbutted April again.
So it turns out Nick said that the story is true, that Aaron did headbutt April.
Oh,
damn! I thought you were gonna play Carl doing it.
I already acted out of it. I do have to get a drop of that or something.
I wanted Carl reacting to that.
I right when the idea hit, I already acted it. I didn't have it clipped.
Carl licking his chops while the super chats go up. Oh, Nick, that's so terrible. What is Penis Wrinkle saying about this? So it was interesting that Nick did this tell some, I'll call it. He kept saying like there's a lot more that he wants to say on his own show. But he told a little bit. And like I said, to me, that was the big thing that he acknowledged. He's like, oh, yeah, that happened. And April was also in the chat, by the way, saying like, once everything's like settled, I'm going to tell my side of the story.
Oh, boy, is that going to be whatever day that happens, we're just going to watch it live.
Yeah. It was funny. I respected Patrick Melton because he was like, he's shit on April.
Mm-hmm.
And the other guy, like Tukey and those guys were like, let's get April on. And Patrick was like, listen, I completely understand if April does not want to come on this show.
Yes.
He's like, I don't think April wants to give me the scoop, but
yeah, if she goes live to tell everything, we have to do a full blown watch.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people will be doing that. Yeah, we might be joining someone for that one. Oh, it hurts me so much to hear April doing this.
This is going to be the Dabbleverse Avengers watching this.
Carl will be very offended by it all, I'm sure.
I'll have to be there with that drop.
He's whistling to the bank after all the super chats came in here.
Anytime.
Although I don't think it was on his channel, actually.
Anytime she says anything, just
Oh, man, that's tough. He hates it so much. So Nick does this on this little Piggy Friday. Now we're going to, I mentioned this, we're going to travel back in time to Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
When it was a very exciting day on Thursday.
Depends on who you ask.
There was no goal.
That's not exciting. That's a sad day.
Well, not for everyone. It was an exciting day because Aaron did like a 15-hour live stream for the election, and I guess made a bunch of money.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get to hear. He made plenty of money on Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. So we'll get to hear just exactly how much of the goals have been knocked out for the rest of the year, I guess. But where are we starting?
No more goals.
Oh, good. So he's going to explain it to us here. Like, I imagine through 2026, we're probably good.
I said, well, then you know what we're going to do Thursday and Friday? Because I thought about taking one of the 2 days off. I mean, you guys were incredible election.
You guys were so incredible. I'm going to give you one less show.
I mean, you guys were awesome. You guys were really so good. I wanted to not do a show. But you know what? I couldn't do that to you people. That's how good I am to all of you.
That's right.
I'm doing my regularly scheduled program.
Night. Not only have you knocked out everything for us until Monday.
So let me translate that for people that don't speak steel toe. Aaron knocked out one goal. Friday they don't do a goal because they're only on Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just like, hey, you don't need to super chat me on Thursday, I guess. What a peach this guy is.
Lovely guy.
What a sweetheart.
Real nice shows next couple of days. Everything you guys throw at us monetarily going towards Monday. So, I mean, technically.
Oh, man. Whoa. We could knock out Monday's goal? But, Aaron, today's only Thursday. How is that even possible? What are you, traveling to the future?
You better not go too far ahead.
That's so crazy, man. We could knock out Monday's goal on Thursday. That's very exciting.
Day ahead would be pretty cool, but who gives a shit?
Yeah, man, whatever.
Yeah,
Aaron's turning his hat backwards. I don't know. Who gives a shit, brother?
He spoils us.
He really does. He's too good to us, much like he is to his wives. He really, I mean, he treats us so. You guys don't see what he's like behind closed doors. He does spoil us.
That's true.
Over the Trump victory. So yesterday I got up, I looked around, I said, let's put together a special show.
Ooh.
Any asshole can just pull up clips of people seething, whether it's people seething.
I'm one of these assholes. We did this on Who Are These Socials? Like, we just played a bunch of clips of people melting down and losing their minds.
Mm-hmm.
That's hack shit. Let's see how a real broadcaster is going to treat his audience. He's got a special little gift for you guys. This is exciting. How's he going to do it differently?
So much so that they dedicate their entire internet life to it. I won, by the way. Or
hold on. That's interesting to hear a day before Nick Rekieta went on. I won. Like he's Walter White.
Yeah.
It's over.
I did it for me.
People on the media, in the media, whether it's people on the internet, whatever, screaming about Donald Trump. So not only did we grab those clips, but we organized them.
Get the fuck out of town. Woo!
Wow.
Organized. Yes. So many shows just play these clips willy-nilly. But Aaron has organized them for us.
Who's we?
How excited! What the Steel Toe Team Steel Toe?
Isn't it just him? Is it just him now?
No. The organization got together and they organized these clips. It's very. You don't seem excited. Why are you never excited? Whether we're talking watches or clip organization, you're never with me in excitement.
I'm just curious where he's going here. I don't want him to put a whiskey bottle up my ass. You know what I'm saying?
I suppose.
Organize them into categories of e-celebs and then pick different e-celebs.
Oh my goodness.
Put it in the category of traditional media.
So he made an Excel spreadsheet for us.
Oh my God. Aaron, slow down. I don't know if I can handle all these categories.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There are some podcasts I listen to, and frankly, I don't like to brag. I think Who Are These Socials is one of those podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
We have so many categories on that show, it'll blow your fucking mind. Like, listen, when you watch Who Are These Podcasts, Who Are These Socials, we're not just talking about Instagram.
No.
We're not just talking about Twitter.
No.
We're not just talking about Facebook.
No, you're not.
We're getting into TikTok.
Oh,
We're
boy,
getting
are
into
you.
music.
Yeah, you are.
We're getting into did systems, baby.
Keep hitting them with it.
Oh my God, we get into woke dad.
Holy shit.
We organize these clips, and women are fucking DJing their clams all over the country. Oh my God, are they just jacking it to me and Carl organizing these clips?
You guys streamline Tourette's cats too.
Oh my God, when we pay Balin Dupree exactly when we planned on it. Oh, are people excited? I gotta tell you, there's another hurricane coming, and that's the storm of organization from Steel Toe.
I don't want to brag. I do have all these clips numbered.
It's going to decimate this nation.
Pretty sick.
Well, yeah, but you don't organize them. Like, we don't have an e-celeb segment.
No, that's true.
We don't have the mainstream media segment.
No, we don't.
Yeah, so we're pretty lame.
That sucks. I feel so terrible about us now.
I've organized the clip. What a fucking...
You know what? Rob Saul was right. This show fucking sucks.
Yeah, we suck. But how cool is it that Aaron organizes his clips? Isn't that exciting for the listener?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, most shows just fucking dilly-dally, and they're like, where these clips are all over the floor.
You spell it out like that. How could you not agree?
What the hell? These clips are a fucking mess. They're all over the place.
We're going to watch The View today.
Woo!
Oh, no one reacted to that clip, Aaron.
I didn't.
That's crazy.
I didn't for the last entire week straight.
No, no one has mentioned that.
NBC, CNN, and then we put randos in there. We found some of the best.
See, here's where he loses me. The randos is going to be unorganized.
Well, here's where you're wrong, I think, Craig.
Uh-huh.
It's organized randomization. They're randos, but they've got their own segment.
Didn't even think.
You were probably thinking it was going to be some sloppy, like, what the hell? What video is this?
Yeah. Where's the transitions?
No. There's a method to his madness, you see.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he makes it
you're
look effortless. But
Yeah, when you're right, you're right.
yeah.
It's tasting tears of random TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram people.
Boy,
and
he is a salesman.
I'm in.
Can you imagine if every week on Who Are These Socials, I was like, Carl, I got news, buddy. We've got e-celebs. We've got the mainstream media. We've even got random videos. And Carl goes, ooh.
You serious?
That is a fun dynamic we could have.
Whoa.
Oh. I was trying to remember. I was trying to remember what his reaction was.
Yeah, no.
Oh, God.
Category as well. And then after we're done with that, we're going to check in on some of the breaking news of the developing Trump administration.
You stop it, mister. You stop it right there.
Yeah, now he's speaking my language.
Aaron, you're working too damn hard. How could one juggernaut be so full of entertainment?
Wow. That's fucking...
This Aaron Imholte is a one-man party. My God.
Next we have Melton is done.
You're done, buddy. Now remember, this is a day before Rekieta went on. But Patrick Melton is done.
He's toast.
Yeah.
Which should be a lot of fun. And by the way, if you're a steel toe hater and you're mad that, all our money's been made for the week, I did get
I'm so mad.
Furious, actually.
Why did he make Thursday's money? Aaron, it's almost like you made all your money and we still have something to talk about. It's so weird.
Strange.
I really hate that I hate how organized he is. And I hate how much money he makes. Those are the only things I make fun of.
Mike, I don't want to alarm you, but Melton's in the chat and he said, take it back.
Fuck you. You're done.
You're so done, dude.
You are done. I mean, until we're watching this out of order, so until Friday. But in this world that we're living in, you're done.
Buys in the Reddits and the Discords. I saw that made Patrick fucking pissed too. He tried to click. He's like, oh, you think it's great that he has people in a free Discord? No, I think it's great that you don't know who they are.
I'll explain something.
Yeah, please, because what the fuck?
I'll explain what that is.
But I mean, Melton is done, but explain what he...
Melton is toast. We all know that.
He's toast.
So, Aaron has been saying, I have spies. I'm watching Patrick Melton. I'm watching him not just on Reddit. I'm watching him on Discord. So you better watch your fucking back, Tubby.
So he's watching the guy who puts himself on camera and talks?
Well, no, you're not understanding correctly.
Oh, no, I'm not.
He has spies in Patrick Melton's Discord.
Oh, man.
Don't you see?
Melton, you're fucked, dude. I would get a VPN.
Yes.
Get a VPN now.
Aaron has people going into a free Discord and telling Aaron what random people are saying in said Discord.
You know what he could do? He could just join himself, which I have a feeling he did.
So Melton made fun of him and was like, what do you mean you have spies? They're in Discord and Reddit? That's just the internet. These aren't spies. That's like if I was like, guys, I know exactly what Tim Dillon is up to. And I don't want to blow my cover. But I am on the Tim Dillon subreddit. So I can tell you all kinds of secrets about him.
I think everyone listening right now should join the Blind Mike Project Discord and tell Aaron what's going on in there.
Do we have one?
Yeah.
Oh, well, join it, I guess.
It's never been promoted.
Those actually are spies. They're living in a world I didn't even know existed.
Exactly.
But no, so Aaron is saying, so Patrick Melton said
we are the crumbs under the couch, buddy.
I like that. Is there a slogan you can make? I actually like that.
I just made that up.
That's pretty good. So Patrick Melton was like, yeah, keep looking at Discord. That's fine. I don't care. And so Aaron is reacting and saying,
sounded like a guy who's fucking toast to me.
Oh, I love how much Patrick is seething that he doesn't know who my spies are. It's probably like fucking whiskey bottle in Rekieta's asshole. R/ or U/ fucking Rekieta's cuck or something like that. It's probably not that crazy, whoever Aaron's spy is. Who gives a shit?
And since you live your life on the internet, I really like that you can't admit it on the air, but in the back of your mind, it fucks with you. And it manifests itself.
How good must Patrick Melton have felt hitting send on the link to Nick Rekieta? Here you go.
Please tell us whatever you want. Speaking of, Patrick, $10 says, "Take it back. My lawyer is watching you, meanies. Stop telling
No, I'm not afraid of you.
Stop telling people to hack my Discord."
Hack his Discord, everyone. The Blind Mike army is coming for you.
The crumbs.
Oh, and Patrick, you better not post in that Discord, because I'll know about it. And then there's no telling what might happen.
Might have a few laughs.
Thank you for the $10, Patrick. That's very nice.
It's over for you, man. I got you, bitch. It's in the ground. You are in the fucking ground.
It's better be another host's asshole.
When Patrick sent that super chat, did you see just a hand reaching up from a grave? I didn't realize we were talking to a dead man.
There's some stain on his fucking sweatshirt here too. It looks like.
Well, I think it's to show he had what a long night he had the day before. Just a working man.
Kamala to Steel Toes Trump. It is over. We held him. We grabbed him like a little baby. Giant fat baby. Can't really get your arms around it, but
that would have been great. That would have been great if Trump said something like that, and then the next day Kamala is just sitting there with like Stormy Daniels, you know? Oops.
Shit. Hope Anna Kasparian interviews April.
I'm going to gloat over my victories too much today. We're going to get enough of that today.
Yeah. Listen, guys, enough with the accolades. Stop giving Aaron accolades. He's had enough already. Stop praising this man. He's but a humble broadcaster.
Biggest takeaway from that though is R.I.P. Patrick Melton.
It's sad. We're speaking to a ghost.
All right, here's our last clip, and it is entitled "Johnny."
Oh, this was just sad. Johnny Crutches gets involved here for some reason.
Finish the Wall says Aaron is so rude to Johnny. Are you
facts?
Hold on. Listen to what he's about to say. So Johnny came on the live stream so Aaron could take a nap, I guess, at some point. And Johnny took over. Mm-hmm. And I guess Aaron said, whatever money you make while you're on is yours. Well, that's good. That's a good deal.
Did he get
Johnny?
an exorbitant amount of super chats? That'd been sick.
He did. Yes. So that's why people are saying Aaron is mad that he had to give Johnny all that money. And so listen to Aaron's reaction. This is a giver.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? Do you know what Johnny offered to come onto this show for on election night? $25.
Oh my God. A mere penance.
$25. And
I said, no, I'll pay you nothing.
You cheapskate.
I'll pay you $0 and they will pay you. They could pay you $1 or 10,000, but it will not come out of my wallet. That's what a generous man I am. I said it's entirely on the listeners. That's what a good guy I am. I said, do my job for me for a few hours, and if people decide to give you money, you can have it. Oh, was that it?
You're taking every dime they throw at you. How dare you finish the wall? How dare you? See, it's my fans that can get me worked up. My haters, I love them. Like shit. Oh, he's seething today. Oh boy. 199. He's getting defensive. See, I poke and I pick at these people, and then they feel the need to respond. You don't understand when you respond, guys, especially with money. You're just dancing as my fingers move, and you don't think they're connecting.
Oh, the puppet master's here.
Fuck, dude. Melton's going up against this guy.
Oh man, so that was very nice of Aaron to make Melton give me that super chat. That was very all part of his game, Mr. Melton. You rube. You don't even know you're doing it.
Says we love how dumb you are. Nobody hates you, boss. Hey, you know what you're right about? The boss part. Thank you, shit show, for the one
righteous brother,
sweetheart.
Nice man.
Sick.
Well, he is like no one. I don't know how Patrick feels about him. They're more like
He's probably quaking in his boots, if I was to guess.
He's definitely terrified, but like I don't know if he hates him or not.
Mhm.
I certainly don't. I just think he's funny to make fun of.
Mhm.
That's why, like we talked about Rob Saul earlier. It's like, take the advice, don't take it. I'm doing a show that I want it to be entertaining.
You definitely did not sound like you hated him.
I don't care. I don't care for the man, if I'm being honest.
You
You're
didn't
right.
sound mad at
You
him
know
at
what? I'll amend that. You're not wrong. It was a bad example. But yeah, it's so now here's where there's going to be a picture of Patrick Melton handing me a diploma. I'm in my cap and gown. Because I believe I'm about to show that I have gone through steel toe school and I am graduating now.
That's right.
I think I've figured it all out. So here's what's going to happen tomorrow on Monday. Aaron is going to go on, and when enough people start asking about Nick Rekieta, he's going to go, oh, I heard Nick Rekieta embarrassed himself on this little piggy. And then he's going to like kind of roughly address some of the things Nick said and be like, but I already told there's no one more upfront with their audience than me. He definitely will not mention that the headbutting thing is real.
Yeah,
he's just going to be like, oh, they're so mad. They think they got me. Do I have that? Do I get the diploma now? Am I finally a steel toe expert? Because I think that's exactly how he's going to play out. Now, maybe now the Aussie guy will come in and tell me, actually, Mike, you don't understand. This is where you get it wrong. So I'm waiting to hear. Perhaps I'm misguided in my coverage of Aaron, but I think that's what's going to happen tomorrow. Probably.
There's also a small chance he doesn't go live.
Oh, you don't know this guy, Craig. On Thursday, we didn't make up Monday's goal.
Oh no.
So what do you mean we're not going to go live on Monday?
Oh
You
no.
fucking idiot.
Nobody likes onions. $10. Somebody's making my fingers do this. What are these strings moving? My hand? Who's doing this? Stop. Who's the puppet master?
Patrick wasn't even by his computer.
No.
Like, whoa!
You got sucked to it like a cartoon smelling a nice pie. Shit.
Hey, Patrick, bet you won't do it again. Now I control you. Patrick's probably seething right now because he helped us get closer to the goal.
Yeah. Don Fried Chicken, $5. You think the Imholtes and Reketas ever tried the old Richard Gere and Gerbil stunt together?
I don't know that.
Possibly.
A whiskey bottle seems much more cumbersome than a gerbil. But
Captain Hook, $2. Imagine liking Rekieta a bit or a bunch in 2021, 2022. And then
I don't know the reference. Nick Rekieta, I know barely anything about.
And then Captain Hook again. Why not as a Latin Z? $2. I don't get that.
Well, Sutton. Latinx.
Something.
Yeah. All right. Is that it for today?
That is it for today. Make
So-
sure everyone goes to check out DJ Electra right after this program.
Well, I'll be on.
That's right.
Oh, is it just DJ Electra?
It's her channel, I think.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
I do believe.
Well, either way, we're directing people there, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, okay, good. Good, even better. I'll be on DJ Electra's channel. That's really the only reason I'm doing this anyways. See my gal, you know?
That's right. She's the best.
I'm kidding. I don't want to upset Casey. He's a good man.
He is. He really is.
Yeah, so check out the all our links, whatever I usually say at the end of this, blindmike.net. Become a member for as little as $5 a month, Patreon, YouTube, and this Friday night, you'll be able to play the Richard Ojeda drinking game with us and all the other wacky stuff we do there for members. If you'd like to subscribe, if you're watching on YouTube right now, like Patrick Melton probably already subscribed because I made him do that with my mind. I control him.
Correction. It is HACKRIDE's channel. Someone in the chat led me astray.
Well, go subscribe to DJ Electra's channel. Then subscribe to mine. Then subscribe to HACKRIDE's.
That's right.
How's that?
Beautiful.
Everyone happy now?
I think so.
Happy Pappy?
HACKRIDE said that's active hating. Someone said it was directed there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I sense something brewing between the Daylords and the Craigophiles.
It is one-sided if that's the truth.
Something's brewing. The Daylords and the Craigophiles are it's Israel and Palestine right now. There's something something going on, you know?
I did get a beeper in the mail.
Yeah, well, keep an eye on that, folks. But yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you'd like. We're trying to get to 10,000 on YouTube before the end of the year. That'd be nice. So do that and tell a friend to do the same. I know we don't have Rob Saul type numbers, but we try here.
That's right.
Yeah. I guess that did annoy me. I tell myself it didn't, but I guess it did annoy me.
Oh, you came across very annoyed.
Wow. I apologize, folks. I shouldn't get like that. And David Collins' show, Wednesday mornings, if you want to check that out. Don't let it affect your subscription with the channel. No, it will be over in an hour and a half. You know, you don't have to watch it if you don't want to, but I suggest you do because I like David.
Me too.
Verygoodshow.org.
Might be up and running again soon.
It's not?
No, I meant we're going to be live tomorrow
Oh,
night.
I was like, it's down again?
No. It's up for the next year at least. I forget what I bought, if it was 1 or 5. I don't even remember.
Oh, goody.
It's up for now. New Very Good Show episode tomorrow night, live on Patreon, out for everyone else Tuesday.
Oh, go subscribe to Craig's Patreon. A tumbleweed will blow by.
It's back.
I didn't know anyone was still there.
The boys are back in town, baby.
Craig bursts through one of those swinging doors. He's back. The black hat is back in town.
That's right.
And in those times, the Westerns we're talking about, Craig's dates were of acceptable age. So think of it that way.
This is uncalled for.
Well, bye-bye, everyone.
And we have a mean transition.
Hey, it's Boogie. Sappers clear the way. Everyone all the way.
Now, this is very interesting. Now, really, ladies, if you're listening, and men, and everybody in between.
If I tell you you've got a homicide, buddy, you've got a homicide.
I hope to hear from you soon.
I am proud to own the Trumpy Bear, and I will always be proud to be an American.
Until then, have yourself a great day, and as always,
There's no cum on my mic.
rock on.
Stop the baloney, huh? What kind of statement is that?
I wrote it. One of my favorite players to cover when he was here was Mike Vrabel. Tell me Mike Vrabel's story.
Whatever, dude. I keep it cool at the gym.
Piss on it.
Fuck you, Mike. Fuck you, Mike. Fuck you, Mike. All right. Stop, my belly hurts.
My dad was in the military.
What's that, sir?
Can you please kindly F off, please?
If a person is on a bridge threatening to jump, how do we know that he wants help?
Okay, I hope nothing's bad happened.
Money, 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 money. Fuck, please.
Anyway, God bless America.